There we go, guys. Day 3 of this Hidden Cup. Amazing Hidden Cup. And we are starting with King Stefan versus Selim. Spanish for Selim, Vietnamese for King Stefan. I wasn't expecting that at all. Like, not at all. Let me make the prediction so you can bet your Googles, guys. For who's winning? We do have King versus the Grim. The Selim. The Selim. 2 minutes, guys. King in blue, Selim in red. And actually, Vietnamese on this map is surprising me a lot. How did you got that replay, bro? One. This one? I registered as caster on the HiddenCup Discord. So I can access the replay. I went to bed yesterday before the second matchup. Who did you think played? Gajamala could be someone like Stato Yo. Doubt, maybe. And Mr. Gregory could be a lot of player. I said Mr. Gregory could be... I don't know. It could be... honestly, Gregory is out to know who is, who is behind Gregory because he just got destroyed. But at the same time, he cooked something cool on evacuation. So maybe it was like doubt on a bad day. Maybe it was like ACCM on a bad day. I don't know. It was like, who is Otto? Well, Otto is MBL, guys. That's not even a question. Let's go King Stefan. Yeah, Spanish is... I would say could be a surprise on this type of map because... I mean, Spanish is fine. The map is closed. It's like hideout, but it's bypass. You have a bypass on the middle. You have a path on the middle, actually. But Vietnamese is really surprising to me. I mean, late game Vietnamese is not bad, but it's not the best server at all. Like, you have like Bengali, you have Burgundians, you have, I don't know, Kumans as well. Did anyone pick Kuman? No, they banned it, actually. Vietnamese is the last pick for King Stefan. Last pick for King Stefan, and King Stefan... So King Stefan is not prioritizing bypass too much, actually. It was his last pick. Oman, I hope it wasn't doubt, but thanks. I read many thought it's doubt Vinch versus Yotato. Yeah, I kind of agree with this. But I can also see like a Fox player or a Cito that tried something on evacuation and just lost. But I don't know, like... honestly, Gregory could be Cito as well, but I don't know. Like, Gregory played well game 1 and game 2, but then it's just didn't play normally. Okay, so blue is chasing the boar. And look at that, like, guys. King Stefan already turned on the automatic farm reseed, actually. Selim the Grim doesn't have it. Blue lured like that. He already has the automatic farm up. Who does that? Who does that, guys? I mean, if it's doubt, we might see it fast. But it's easy to confuse doubt with like Mr. Yo, with Winchester potentially sometimes, with ACCM as well. Like, you can confuse them. And Selim is going to stone, actually. So Selim is going for conks, I guess. Conk on the middle or conk on the outside? That's the question. He's going for conk, but where he wants to go for conk? On his side, King Stefan is just going standard now. I'm pretty curious to see what King Stefan gonna propose. Because Vietnamese is Not the pick I was expecting. I thought everyone had auto reseed. Well, that's not the case. Like, I think you can, the settings, you can choose to have it, like, to have it from the beginning. To have it on or off from the beginning. Or maybe you just like to click it. I mean, at the same time, guys, that's an arena map. Having it on is normal. Having it on is normal. Is Vietnamese a good counter of Spanish conquistadors? Could be, yes, in late game with the Rattan's Archer, with the CA. Could have a good combination of units for Vietnamese, but at the same times, like you don't have redemption to deal with the conks early. So the moment I'm a bit scared for Vietnamese is maybe on Castle H. If Selim the Grim managed to go for conks, it can be a problem for King Stefan, for Stefan King. Because if you don't have good monks and at the same time you cannot commit on full CA early, right? Because if you commit on full CA early and it's like someone just booming, then you are in trouble, right? So you kinda need to react in case you see conquistadors, but when you don't have redemption or good monks, you cannot like deal with the conquistadors the same way that you deal with the siege with redemption, for example. Like that's a problem because then King Stefan will need to make Mongo, but Mongo could be sniped by conks, and you know, guys, conks all-in, conk snowball can be really scary. Actually, I'm surprised that no player go for the wall there. You just make 4 palisade and you fine. I'm surprised. Like King Stefan, for example, he's playing versus Spanish guys. He could have gone for the palisade wall. Then, if there is a castle, you go for the stone wall behind, and then you get the stone wall there, and suddenly Selim the Grim needs to go all around, or needs to use a lot of time to go through the layers of wall. That I'm surprised that King Stefan is not going for it. Interesting that Selim the Grim is not going for. Okay, he's going for a mining camp. He was just missing the wood. Interesting. Against Spanish, I would go pot slob. Actually, yeah. Actually, yeah. You just make one. Yeah, I mean, even now, King Stefan, his Sandvilles is stone wall. Cannot see. You go for an outpost and you stone wall behind. I would do that versus Spanish. I mean, Spanish, if you go late game as Vietnamese versus Spanish, Vietnamese should be better. Or at least equal. But the big problem for Vietnamese is early on in the game. Why are you not going for like a palisade wall with an outpost? And then, when you see the castle, you go for a stone wall and a second one. And you're like, I'm fine. Those mining camps, yes. They are sexy, I have to say. Oh god. And it's not like, oh, finally he saw it. I mean, he saw it, I mean, it's not considered as an idol, so it's not easy to catch this type of fake idol vills. Super annoying. Okay, blue knows it's a castle now. He needs to react. He needs to make maybe a first stone wall there and a second one there. Yeah. I would even consider making one in the front and one in the back. I mean, you're never safe enough versus conks. Selim going for conks. That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty good. Let's see. Wait. Will he be in time, actually? Will Stefan be in time to finish his wall? Okay, he's adding some vills. That should be fine. Because wait. I'm scared. If the first... Okay, he should be okay, I think. Yeah, he will be okay, but... Thanks God he's sending two extra vills. Otherwise, it could have been a little problem. Okay, now he's going conks. Let's see what's the following. What's the follow-up for Selim? Selim going conk. Oh. Imagine he wants to delete the palisade, he misclick and he deletes the castle. Disaster. What is this wall? That's weird. Okay, King Stefan just walling behind. That's a good reaction by him. He's going for a second layer of walls too. I like that. And what is doing Selim now? Is he going for a seed shop? No. Is he going for petards? For creepers? No. They're only going for conks now. Do I like this idea at the end of the day? I don't know. Wood guard tower works. It's really it's wood guard tower work. It's not really a thing, I guess. Actually, it could be good. Look at that. Actually, why it's good? Because most of the time guard tower are weak versus a castle drop behind. But do you see this sand texture there? This sand terrain? You cannot build anything on this. So actually, Selim cannot build a forward castle. So just 2 tower could totally shut down Selim's pressure. And for now, I have to say that Selim's going conk doesn't look too good for now. He's like behind in economy, he has 1 TC versus 3. Okay, he will be able to go all around to put the pressure. But, I mean, Stefan could just stonewall behind actually. Bam bam bam, he stonewall behind and then he's keep booming. And late, and then suddenly he has like 3 archery range, goes for CA, take back the map control, makes a 4th TC, goes up. And then he has the late game that the Vietnamese want in this matchup, I think. Late game Spaniard are the best, full trash available and unkillable builds. Yeah, late game, Spanish late game is really good, don't get me wrong. But it's just that Vietnamese on this type of map is a bit of a surprise because it's not that good early and not that good in late game as well. But I think the best shot of Vietnamese is having like a mass of CA with Alps and some light cav in front. You have BBT, you have bombard cannon as well. So, I mean, it's decent, right? It's decent, but it's not the best. And I mean that Castle Age, Vietnamese will struggle a lot versus Kong. They should struggle a lot. For now, he's defending pretty well, but having Kongs in the economy is annoying most of the time. Okay. Selim might be able to go in some second. He's adding the second TC at home, but he does have a solid 15 will behind right now. This tower is ballsy, because if... yeah, that's why. This tower is... I don't know, it's a weird one. It's a weird one. Is Stefan panicking a bit? This tower is a weird one as well. The Kongs can just sit there and this tower will never be built. I don't know what he's doing, Stefan. Like, just make a tower a bit behind. Because now he's wasting... He's going for a back tower. That looks better. Still, a bit too close. Again? New one, maybe? Okay, a new one here. Okay, there. He's doing it at the edge. Protect the hole. Actually, look at King, Stefan. I think that's a mistake to go for this tower. I think he should have had like... He has 21 farm. It's enough to produce on 3 TC plus afford some upgrade. I think he should just add like 2 archery range and go for EVCA production. So he takes all the maps control back. And he is doing his long-term units too. That's not too bad. Because now it looks like he wants to grid to imp. But the problem with that is that he will have 0 control maps. And he might get maybe pressured a bit, and that's gonna be annoying because he cannot add any more farms. He can maybe add like 10 farm maximum extra here, but that's it. He won't be able to make any more farms. Which means that Selim might be able to catch up with the economy. Even if he has 20 vills behind, little by little, if he makes a 4th TC, he will have a good economy, a good efficiency, will be able to make a lot of farms, and he should be able to catch up, little by little. I think it's a mistake by King Stefan. He needs some military. He cannot just tower defense and play like in this little part of the map. No army, no box formation stalls. Oh, true. I didn't check he was using the box formation Selim. Is this box formation? Selim could be maybe a bit annoying there too. Oh, forward veil for Selim. Selim sending a forward veil while Mr. King Stefan is going for a castle there. That's a good castle. He will go for Rattan Archer then. I think Rattan Archer is a good idea. I would prefer maybe CA. But Rattan Archer is definitely a good option as well. I think CA better than Rattan Archer the long term. Rattan are good, but they can be catched by Paladins. And on this map, like Paladins, Albardir, Siege Behind can be insane, I think. Can be really insane. King Stephen clicking up. And actually, this castle, he will be able to make trebs and maybe push into Selim's base. That's a good one. Selim's gonna go for a Siege Workshop behind. Looks like Yo playing for now. Looks like Mr. Yo playing with his unique unit. It could be Yo, it could be a lot of player. Like I could play like deck 2 because I wouldn't feel too confident on this map. So I would like to have the initiative so I can drive the game in a scenario I like kinda. Selim is going for a big pressure. Guard tower clicked for King Stephen. Stephen should be able to defend pretty easily with the +2, with the ballistics, with the guard tower techs. It should be fine. Maybe he needs a siege shop somewhere, but he should be fine in theory. We'll have Rattan Archer to come with the trebs to push this. And actually, I think Selim is not in that good of a position. I mean, he will click now. He's late in the economy. He's behind. Oh, he just had time for the +2 actually. The 2 just in. He won't be able to make the bracer. Okay, he's doing another blacksmith. Be able to afford bracer. He's going for the defense as well. Gonna go for a Rattan Archer trebuchet push, I think. Trebuchet push. Steph doesn't have the second farm upgrade. He's getting it, but yeah, that's true. That was not the bet for his boom. Especially with Vietnamese, you can afford it pretty easily. So it could have been a good idea. Oh, what is doing Selim? Because he has to be careful. There is like a ballistic and +2. Okay, he wanted to kill the Mongo. Okay, so he's able to kill this workshop. Actually, King Stephen has a big problem. That's the space he had. Like he cannot make like a second. Like he can make some. Oh, this castle once again. Like, do you really want to make? I think that's a mistake. This castle. He should just wait for Bracer to kick in. So he's able to push back everything, and then he goes for like a castle there, or even there. Would have been a better one. Actually, he wanted to make a TC Selim the Grim with this forwardville, but he got denied. That's annoying. That's really annoying. Stephen is Era, so chilling in defense. Could be Era, could be anyone else actually. But playing Vietnamese on this type of map is a surprise, I would say. Okay, he's going for trebs. He's going for every upgrade to be able to push this castle. But actually, he cannot make the castle in range of the other castle because of this terrain. So maybe Selim will be able to defend the King Stephen pressure. STC got denied badly. That's the body of the Portville. And Selim does still have his forward pressure, but I don't think it will... Yeah, it won't make anything. Now that King Stephen has Bracer on his Rattan Archer, it's impossible for Selim to go for the kill. He can just be a bit annoying, buy time for him to boom back in the game, to go Zim. He's going for Skirm. Selim going for Skirm. That's interesting. I have to say Selim plan was interesting for now. Light Cav as well for Selim. Selim going for Light Cav Skirm, I guess. That's very food intensive. He only has 32 vills on food for now. This trap can be in danger. He's going for chemistry, I like it. Maybe he should have went for chemistry either way. But if he sends his Skirm, it looks like he will. If he sends his Skirm there, it can be really annoying for King Stephen, because then you will need to protect his trap a bit. Even if Skirm doesn't deal a lot of damage to the traps, it's... Oh, what is he doing, King? Is it a misclick? Does he wants to commit under the castle? Maybe he wants to sit there, so the castle cannot be repaired. Looks like he wants to. Yeah. Selim gonna send his own Skirm, but actually that's a good move. Like, Selim cannot repair it for the meanwhile, and Selim might lose the castle. Actually, that was a very good move by King Stephen. Maybe a bit of a ballsy one, because he doesn't know what's behind the castle. But at the end of the day, it was a really good move. No ballistic for Selim, so you won't be able to punish this push for now. No +3 defense as well. And keep in mind that the Rattans are really good versus any range unit, so even versus Skirm, Ratans might do a good amount of damage, especially if he doesn't have the +3 armor. King Stefan sniping the siege, so he know that it's impossible for Selim to go for BBCs. Selim going for the forward castle with the conch on the side, actually, that's a good one. And having a stable in the back can be really annoying for King Stefan on the long run. Stefan going for the light curve beyond that. And King Stefan still pushing. Still pushing, but I think at one point King Stefan will need to deal with this, because I think this side push can be really annoying for King Stefan. King Stefan wants to all in the middle, wants to all in into the farm economy, but at one point he will need to defend. Sorry. At one point he will need to defend his main base. Because at the end of the day, this little push is annoying. You need to send like at least like 20 Rattan Archer to deal with that. You need to send maybe a BBC, a bombard cannon, maybe a Trevor too. It can be annoying. But actually I don't know how Selim is planning to defend that. I saw Cavalier being teched, but he doesn't have any army yet. He's losing a lot of farm right now. And looks like King Stefan is like just I mean, Selim going for conks on this map felt a bit weird. Okay, Selim pushing the side. King Stefan just going for the Rattan Archer for now. Or the Rattan push, and Selim is losing his entire base actually. He needs to relocate all his economy. He needs to refarm, because he lost actually 29 farm. Only 11 farm left. Oh, that doesn't look good for Mr. Selim. He will never be able to afford a Cavalier in this situation. It's gonna be Skirm only, but the thing is that there is light cap already on the field. So yeah. Actually his wall, thanks to his wall, he can defend from the outside. That's funny. But yeah, his wall base gonna get nuked by the trebs. He will lose the market, the blacksmith, a lot of houses, a lot of farms. That's super annoying for Selim. +3 coming. Looks like King Stefan is still repairing this TC. He doesn't want to deal with that. As I said, he wants to focus on the middle first. So he is able to make a lot of damage. And once he did this damage, he will be able to send a little troop there to deal with that. Maybe he could send like 10 Rattans, 10 light cav, just snipe this treb, and it's fine. King Stefan is getting destroyed actually. Like I told you guys, the Vietnamese looks really good in late game versus Spanish. At least early imp, it looks very good. In late game, if you have like paladins, bombard tower, that's different, right? But early game, early imp, Vietnamese should be better. In Castle Age, Conks, Mangonel can be scary, but on this map, that's too wallable, I think, to work. I don't know. Selim tried, but looks like it's not going too well for now. Nice raid from Selim, nice map awareness. He saw that Selim was potentially on this stone, and he decided to raid it. And Selim population keeps dropping actually. 200 pop versus 100. Looks like it's over. Looks like it's over. The Vietnamese won versus Spanish. I need to check the draft actually after this game. Because going for Vietnamese on this map is a bit weird, but maybe he saw that his opponent was going Spanish and he was like, actually Vietnamese has a good shot in late game versus Spanish. Maybe I could counter him like that. Yeah, but he needs to deal with that. Okay, he's sending finally some army to deal with this. And yeah, I don't see how Selim can hold this. Guys, is Selim ACCM? Isn't it ACCM vibe, guys? Like, you don't resign in this position? ACCM confirm? I mean, look at his base. Guys, look at his base. How many people will keep playing after losing the main one? How much percentage Gamdom are you? Or this one? I think this one is a Gamdom one. Selim the Grim, ACCM man, I think it could be you. He really believed in that side attack. I mean, at the end of the day, it was like one castle, one treb, and the conks from the castle edge. It was like a little cool attack. It was like, it didn't cost too much, and it was a little attack. But yeah, Selim losing the first one. T90 in shambles. T90 crying on his stream or what? Or Yo? Yeah, could be Yo. Actually, it's too early to say who it could be, but we can see that both of them, that at least Selim is not resigning fast. Let's check the draft, guys. Bypass is played, and I mean, Selim could have played Portuguese on bypass. Could have played Bengali on bypass. He could have played Spanish on bypass potentially. Even Italian, but I think Italian is better on other map. He decided to go for Spanish versus Vietnamese. I mean, he could have played Britons also. King Stephen could have played Britons. Could King Stephen be leery? Could King Stephen be leery, guys? Yo wouldn't let blue go imp without doing any damage. I mean, it looks a bit of a, I don't know. I didn't like the strategy too much. Mudflow next game. Okay, nice. That's gonna be Mudflow. Mudflow next game, guys. That's gonna be a cool one. We're gonna have more action. Because that's the problem with bypass, right? When someone is trying to go for a strategy like this, it's either it's working and everyone is like, oh dang, this guy is really good because he managed to make it work. Either it failed and people are like, why did you do, why are you going for this strat? You know, it's hard to break the enemy defense because you can easily wall behind such like things like that. So I don't know. I will wait for game 2 to start to go for my prediction on this one. It's too early, I think. As I said, Portuguese for Selim could be really good on this map because you have double berries. And keep in mind that one of the bonuses that Portuguese has is that when they grab some berries, when they gather some berries, they do generate some wood too at the same time. So having a double patch of berries, it's actually really good. I think it's like 200 wood or 400 wood. I think it's like maybe something like 300 wood per patch of berries. So having double patch of berries is really good. It should be 200 wood because this one is a bit smaller than Arabia. But then he has a lot of berries to work with, which means a lot of wood too. So he should have a really nice economy boost early game. Predictions, baiting? Oh yeah, betting. Betting, guys. Guys, if you're new there, you maybe don't know about the Googoo's. Googoo's is the channel point. It's the name of my channel point. And actually you have a lot of cool rewards to grab, to earn. You can check the rewards by clicking on the number of channel points you have. And then you can farm them just watching the stream and going for the bettings as well. And it's really cool. Like, it doesn't cost you anything and you can win cool rewards. So, and you can earn cool reward. So let's go, guys. Let's go. You can earn like tickets for some monthly raffle to win some live coaching with me. You can earn like a Fox jersey, the official jersey of the eSport team. You can earn, like, you can make me doing some tier list of your choice. You can challenge me. You can ask for community games, for team game, for a lot of things. So, Googoo's are cool actually. King Stephen going for Armenians. That's an interesting one. Going for Armenians, King Stephen could be a lot of people actually. This Armenian strat is like kinda out of meta, out of the box, but at the same time we saw a lot of people doing it already, so it's not too crazy, I would say. We are watching Borleo? We need to. I need to pay attention to the Borleo actually. I need to. King Stephen lamed the Buffalo? That's a good start for him. Did he finish soon his Rhino? Okay, Blue will finish his Rhino first. So I think we can watch Blue luring his boar first. Oh, we need to check the mill situation too. Once again, Selim the Grim not going for the... The way King Stephen lure his boar, actually, could be Jordan or Doubt. Okay, Selim. Let's watch Selim. How much will? 4, 1, 2, 3. Pretty standard lure. King Stephen looks like Jordan or Doubt, the way he's luring his boar. King Stephen is Tato, big demos. Okay. We will see that. We will see if you're right. Armenians definitely has good demos, that's for sure. But, Buffalo running home. The stalled Buffalo. I think Stefan going for actually a pretty good uptime. Same for Mr. Selim. Both are going for the same uptime. King Stefan going for a barracks. Once again, guys, King Stefan does have the seeding farm. Like, it's automatic. He turned it on always. Like, in his settings, he said, I want it turned on from the beginning of the game. So it could be a new player, or it could be like we need to check this info actually. Like, we could check who always have the farm automatic reseed turned on. We need to know this info, guys. If someone has the info, please. Dot is obsessed with the mule cards too. That's true, but is it enough to say it's him? That's a bit too early, but that's a good point. King Stefan sending some spear because he cannot produce spear in Dark Age. So he's starting to make some spear. Ooh, the first hit was costly actually. That was a very bad first hit for Selim. Selim not having the best start once again. Selim going for this little wall. Who could go for this little wall? At the end of the day, his berries are outside though. So that's not the best thing. Oh, he's going for a range. Selim going for a range. Maybe he know that thanks to the Portuguese bonus with the wood in the berries, he can afford this type of range. So why not? Ooh, it was like this palisade was close to go down. While King Stefan is opening with a dock. He's going spear dock opening. Spear dock opening. And Selim is going for the archer opening, but he's not on gold actually. He's not on gold at all. What? Okay, he's sending 2 vills on gold? Where is he? Where is he mining his gold? I see 2 gold miner in the back actually, my bad. We need to see like did... Oh, he saw the dock. Selim saw the dock, guys. He saw it. So that's gonna be interesting. King Stefan gonna be able to... He will make some fire. And now that Selim knows it, he will be able to just wall his wall line and he should be fine. Selim going for some range unit only. It's gonna be a slow game at the end. Like, we are used to see Mudflow being like super aggressive gameplay with a lot of scout rush fast and things like that. But looks like Selim and King Stefan will go for different approaches. That's interesting. Are we going for a demo? Maybe, guys, I have an idea. You go for 2 demos, one explode on the palisade, and then the other rush the vills. That's maybe a bit expensive, a bit risky, but that's a cool idea. Tato versus ACCM. I could see Selim or King being ACCM. And a dock is being added for Selim. Let's see if Mr. King Stefan... He doesn't have the info actually. He doesn't know about the dock. That can be a big issue. He's going for a galley behind. I like how Selim is playing for now. And keep in mind that Selim does have better ship. His army on water, his naval army, has more HP thanks to the Portuguese bonus. What? This fire is able to hit from behind the wood line. And archer are going... Oh, a demo maybe? A demo's chasing. This demo is hungry. Some skirm being added. A spear is being... He needs a spear to deal with the scout though. Maybe a spear could be good. He does have one there. Maybe you just need to bring it to help. And that's gonna be an interesting game. Selim the Grim, as you can see, 110 HP versus 100. But with the galley, he should be able to win this fight. Okay, King Stefan realized that Selim is sneaking his archer. Thanks God he realized, because 3 archer with fletching could have been a lot of damage. King Stefan, you need to chase, man. Okay, he doesn't have any eco there, so he doesn't need to chase. He just need to make sure that Selim is not baiting him and going back, for example. Doing all of this, both are fighting on the water. Oh, can King Stefan win this? No, he needs to go back. King Stefan is going back. Oh, the demos. That's gonna be a cool one, guys, because there is a lot of demos already on the field. And it's only Feudal Age. Stefan didn't manage to clean the archer. That's a bit annoying, actually. Cleaning the archer would be so cool for King Stefan, so he doesn't need to be focused on this anymore. Like he does know that there is something that there is nothing in his back, right? When you know there is something in your back, you need to pay attention non-stop to that. You need to focus on where is my opponent army. That's annoying. So cleaning it could be insane actually for King Stefan. Could be a very good news for him. Selim going scout now? That's a really cool game actually. Both of them doesn't have the farm upgrade. They are investing a lot already. And scouts already on the field. I have to say Portuguese on this map is insane. Having the wood bonus on the berries with double patch of berries is really good. Is really good actually. King Stefan is forced in the tower and he's going for a market. Market that early? I mean, yeah, he does have 400 gold, but it's maybe a bit early. It looks like Selim is winning on the water. Selim is winning on the land as well. It's looking good for Selim. Could it be ACCM versus Leary, for example, guys? Maybe it could. Could be something like that. We need a demo. No demo yet. No Echo KD for now, so we didn't miss a big demo shot. That's cool. King Stefan going for the little wall. He could maybe wall like from this, that, and then to the TC. And then having like a wall like that and being like kinda fully walled or having a good setup. Defend his base at least. Market 2 for Selim. Selim going for the market. And I have to say King is... actually he's not that far from clicking up. But he needs to sell some wood and to buy some food and he needs a minute or two still. While Selim is clicking. Selim is playing well. I mean, Portuguese is probably one of the best Civ on this map. But still, he's playing really well. Playing really well for now. Where is Selim? Oh, Selim is there. He's leaving. Selim is up. And King Stefan gonna has a solid... He's gonna be 1 minute late actually. A solid 1 minute difference between both uptime. Oh! There is a hole. Oh, please. Tells me King you are going for a... Okay. Just rewalling behind. Dodge. One demo for Selim. Selim winning with the docks is super smart actually, but he needs to pay attention to this and wall this, otherwise it can be like a big badaboom, a big disaster there. Okay, King Stefan going for the second one, and looks like both players gonna play into what? Gonna play the water there. I would like to have like a stable for both players, second stable for Selim. I really like that because at the end of the day, like knights are not too bad versus the ship. Split King! Okay, nice split by Stefan, but he will still lose this fight. Like this demo made a lot of damage already because he forced a buff fire to split up, and while you are splitting up your navy, you cannot attack the opponent, right? So sometimes the demo is better when... that was a wasted one actually. Sometimes the demo is better when he does not sacrifice himself in the fight. Keeping a demo alive and forcing every... That was not the best demo I've seen in my life. Selim the Grim still super active with his army. I really like that. He doesn't have any armor on the scat or on the knight. But the knight on this map can be a nightmare actually. With the knights he can raid the wood line, he can raid the main economy as well. That can be very annoying for King Stefan to deal with that. Caravals? What? It's going caravals? Wow. I didn't expect that at all actually. Wow. Caravals? Like, is it good versus... Isn't it weak versus fire actually? I, that's a surprise in my book. I mean, okay, going for a fortified shot. Actually, monks will be really good versus the ship. Oh, but that's, I mean, there is a hole there, King Stefan. Yes, it was there! Oh, only 1, 2, 3, 4 wheels. I didn't saw this hole. Oh, God. And he missed it. The hole's still there. King! Oh! No! The wheels are so weak because of the demo. Oh, that's a disaster. Oh, he missed the wall. He missed the hole. He thought the hole was there, but he's still there. Not a second day. Please. Selim. Selim, no. Don't waste it. No, no. Selim. Stop doing that. Oh, it's still open, guys. It's still freaking open. Another demo. I'm addicted. I want another one. No, he's not doing another one. It's so sad. It's still open, actually. It's still freaking open. King Stefan. Oh, King Stefan realize. Actually, you send 2 demos. Hear me out, guys. You send 2 demos. 1 demo to blow up the wall. 1 demo to blow up the population. No reaction from Selim. There is a lot of happening on the map, actually. It's not that easy for both players to play this one. Both players still want TC. Selim is controlling the army pretty well. If we forgot the 2 demos that sacrificed on the dock, I have to say that for now, Selim is being super proactive on the map with all his army, and he's defending pretty well. Like, his decision making has been really good. Actually, that's open as well. Both are super open. And now King Stefan is kinda walled, but still a bit open in the back. But like 1 demo or 2 can just reverse the game in a second. Okay, he's going for Caravels again. Caravels Galleon. What is this? Caravels Galleon, like he's doing a bit of everything. Monks, Caravels, Galleon, some Knight as well. I would love for Selim to make a bit more nice and just send them in the main eco of King Stefan. Sec 14, yes. Guys, there is no space between the 14 and the exclamation and the doubt behind. So this guy is not French. This guy is not French at all. Selim is not a French guy. That's for sure. Maybe Selim is not used to dock hotkeys. Maybe, yeah, because each time he's like making caravels and then cancel them. Because looks like King Stefan is just going all in on water, and I think that Selim is doing a big mistake by not making a lot of ship, because believe it or not, but all this fire can easily take these TCs. The monks is dying. Actually, Selim is not controlling it that good. He lost a lot of demos for free. And King Stefan is just going all in. Oh, the demo gonna try to kill the houses so they all can go in. Oh, that was a nice demo coming from the dock, actually. Nice demo from Selim. 2 HP houses at the end of the day. Kinda sad for King Stefan. But King Stefan can still kill this. I mean, if he kills this, he will push back the vills, maybe kill 1 or 2, and also kill the dock. Kill alone makes no more production for Selim the Grim, so that would be really good. UTC for King Stefan. And a lot of ship are being produced. Oh, this demo could be... Okay, it was a decent one, I guess. Not the best one, but it's open though. Okay, nice quick wall by Selim. On the other side, Selim the Grim is still trying to defend this little base. I like how the Armenians player is using his monks. Oh. Ah, that was wasted demos, kinda. Is King Stefan in? No, but he's so annoying with his War Galley, actually. King Stefan is super annoying with his War Galley. Let's see how fast King Stefan reacts to this. Okay, he turned on the automatic farm reseed. So it's not like a very old player that likes to keep it turned off. Oh, actually, he's not seeing that. I mean, there's a lot happening. He's attacking there. He's attacking there, but this knight killed 3 vills, actually. Doubt use auto farm? Yes, 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 yes. Oh, for sure, Doubt use auto farms. Doubt turn it on instantly. War Galley could be a nice transition actually. Like, if you manage to have like 10, 15 War Galley, then this castle can be a nice one. Because at Castle Age, you cannot destroy a castle with your ship. But I don't see it happening. And he has to be careful to not get denied, because this castle can fall really fast with the fire. Like, a fire standing just next to the new castle can one-shot it super easily. Okay, okay, King Stephen knows about it. He needs to send all his army. And actually, there is only 3 monks. It could be a problem for Selim. It's open, Selim. Oh, it's open. It's open as there is 3 monks to cover them back. Ooh, could be a big problem. Actually, is it a Doubt Castle? No, no, I think the monks were enough. The monks were enough for Selim. And this castle is actually a very nice one. King Stephen is aiming for his own castle too. Both are booming. 2 TCs for Selim with a nice economic advantage. 15 Eco KD for Selim thanks to the demos we saw earlier. And the little raid with the knight. King Stephen does have 3 TC though, and is booming back in the game. No Horse Scholar, no double bleed axe, while Selim the King does have Horse Scholar and double bleed axe. So economy is better for Selim. But yeah, now King Stephen is in trouble potentially. And if Selim managed to make like 3 or 4 organ guns and manage to sneak them in the economy and like stand there under the tower, that could be a huge point for King Stephen, because King Stephen doesn't have any unit to defend versus the organ guns. Or some demo there. If this guy was a demo, wow, it would have been insane. But I mean, I think King Stephen is fine losing versus Portuguese on this one, because Portuguese was the first pick for Selim. So when you lose versus your opponent's first pick, while you are not using your first pick, and it's not your home map too, you're like, okay, I lost, that's annoying, but it's not like a disaster for my set, right? Kinda sloppy way to micro the unit for King Stephen, not the best one. A demo, or that can be nasty. A demo here can be insane. Or 2 demo being produced. Where is the demo from? Oh! Oh no, he walled! Oh no! Is this tree soon? No, not soon. He will not finish this tree soon. Otherwise, this demo could have sneaked in and... Oof. Yeah, that's sad. Okay, both fighting Wargalley. That's the first time we are watching a game like this on this map actually. Most of the time we saw like land army. Yeah, both are kind of far from the Castle Age, because both those have a very few farm. So both are far from Castle Age, and their economy is really bad. Like Selim the Grim doesn't have the bow saw. Same for King Stephen. King Stephen doesn't have Horse Scholar even. So his economy is very, very bad. Like he needs to realize that he is missing big economic upgrade. Both are fighting on the middle. This relic make the pathing awkward for King Stephen, I can tell you that much. He's fighting under the castle though. That's not a good fight at all. And the second castle is coming for Selim. If this castle is... Oh! 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 Boom! One shot. Wait, is King Stephen going for a wild castle? What is doing King Stephen? King Stephen? King Stephen? Down? King? King? What? What are you... Oh boy. Oh, I mean there is... Doubt, stop that, Doubt, stop this, please. Doubt, stop. It won't work, Doubt, go back, please. Oh. What the hell? Like, okay, GG. will you be doubt? Guys. Calm down. Stay humble because how many people, like King Stefan was dead game. How many people could potentially be like, I'm dead, let's pretend I'm doubt and I go for a crazy forward castle. Stay humble, guys. Stay humble. Don't say this guy is doubt 100%, otherwise you're gonna get punished for it. Stay humble. Stay humble is the key. And even if it looks like doubt, let's watch his draft a bit, actually. King Stefan picked Lithuanians, Georgians, Korea, Armenians, Goth, Britons, Slavs, and Vietnamese. The map he picked, Iban Kumans, Byzantines, and Chinese. Okay. The map he picked was Evacuation, Bay, and Cap. That could be doubt. But it could be a lot of players too. I mean, picking Lithuanians first, maybe he has a strat, but if he plays Goth on Evacuation, then maybe we can say that King Stefan is the teammate of Gregory. Is Gregory's teammate. And then, if we manage to know who is Gregory or who is King Stefan, then we can link them together and be like, maybe it's GL players. Stefan has to be doubt. Is Selim Yodo? I don't know. For now, Selim, I'm not sure. Selim could be a lot of player. I mean, he lost with Spanish and won with Portuguese. But Flow, Hidden Fort, and Slope could be Yo's map actually. This four could be map that Yo enjoy. I think Yo ate Island and Yo ate Quarry. Yo banning Arabia is not surprising me too much. Doubt banning Cross, High Tides, and Gold Rush could make sense. I think Gold Rush is not like, I think Doubt likes to be able to cook new strat, and I think Gold Rush is kinda figured out, and there is no surprise on Gold Rush. So what hates Doubt? Doubt hates to start a game and be like, it's 50-50 because the meta is figured out. I cannot make any new strategy on it. So basically, it will be about execution. Doubt loves to come with the strats and be like, I will counter the meta. I should be able to win the game. That's what Doubt wants. King Stefan resigned. He didn't wait too long before resigning and tried a Doubt Castle. But maybe he's baiting us to this Doubt Castle. Looks like Doubt, but everyone must be like, oh, it's Doubt. No, I think stay humble. Maybe it's not Doubt. Could be though. Could be. Could be a decent guess to say it's Doubt. Okay, King Stefan in blue as Lithuanians, Selim the green as Bengali. Wait, who did we saw playing Lithuanians actually? It was Jadwiga, I believe. It was Jadwiga. We saw Jadwiga playing Lithuanians. And we saw yesterday King Stefan playing Lithuanians as well. No, Jadwiga wasn't playing Lithuanians, it was King Stefan playing Lithuanians. Versus Mr. Yo or Tato, which was Gajamada. Excuse me. Which was Gajamada. Okay, let's take a look at this for now. Selim? Stefan King could be a CCM at the way he play and at the way he didn't resign in the first game. It could be a CCM. We're gonna start to eliminate some people from our list after this game actually. So we will have a bit more time. Stefan was cooking a strat for Lithuanians on this map. Let's see it. Yeah. This lumber camp is funny actually. He wants to be able to chop through really fast. I think he sended 2 vills super early because look at this tree. this tree is almost done yet. So it means that he sended 2 wheels super early to be able to chop through really fast and be able to lure a lot of boar really fast as well. Let's see how he is. Oh, the boar went back? Like, wait. What happened with this boar? What? Okay, I'm not sure what happened. Let's see Selim chasing his boar. Luring his boar. I think Selim is pretty standard when it comes to luring a boar. King Stephen is maybe a bit different. But it's not easy to tell who is who, depending of the ball lure. 6. Yeah, it's pretty standard way to do it. And Jordi and Doubt training a lot together. It should, right? They are both in Gamer Legends team, so they should train a lot together. And it would make sense, at least. It would make sense. Then, like, Jordan is not full-time anymore. Did he have time to train? I know Jordan loves to train every tournament, so probably, but... Like, King Stephen, does it have turned on, like, from the beginning? Like, we saw. The mill just went up. It does have it turned on from the beginning. Let's see for Selim the Grim, actually. Does Selim have it turned on from the beginning or not? That's actually, I think, that's actually something player didn't think about it. Like, some players know which details can help people to find them. And look, it's not on. But I think this type of details, they cannot think about it because it's like a really little details. But then you can just check like doubt replay of one on his stream, and then suddenly you can see it's turned on or not. Blue very lazy with HP on the layer when luring boar. Yeah. Could be doubt. Yeah, this type of pushing zebras, like many players who want the zebra right under the TC, right? King Stephen could be Mr. Doughty. Doubt going out to be able to lure some rhino extra. He went out super fast thanks to his build order. Actually, maybe he could make a tower there, but making a tower means then you need to mine stone to be able to make more TCs. Maybe it's annoying. Maybe it's annoying for your economy. This way of killing the... That's so Doubt or Jordan. That's so Doubt or Jordan. Hello, is this Age of Empires 2, the nostalgia? Yes, it is actually. That's Age of Empires 2. That's a big tournament for Age of Empires 2. Actually, if you're new, like if you used to play a lot back in the days Age of Empires 2, a new version got released in 2019, and since the game has been growing a lot, and we are watching a tournament called HiddenCup with like something like 70k prize pool. So yeah, it's Age of Empires 2, the whole game. The game a lot of people used to play when they were a kid. And actually, it's still alive and it's still growing for the pleasure of a lot of people. 55k prize pool for now? Okay. Yeah, I mean, this type of lure, like, really looks doubt. Stable for King Stephen now. A wood upgrade, kinda forgot. And he's going for what? What is he going for with this little hammer? Where is going this guy? He's just going to lure another rhino in.
Hi.
Selim the Grim is going FC actually. FC for Mr. Selim the Grim. Oh. Okay. I would have loved for this Vil to block his friend and the friend die. There is a lot of low HP Vils under this TC, guys. If it's not, it could be a disaster. Okay, Doubt microing well for now under his TC. But I mean, like, let's say it's easy for people. It's easy for people to fake that. I mean, it's annoying potentially, but Like, I could fake I'm down clearing a boar easily. I could fake it easily. Margougou, which part of France are you from? I'm from Burgundy, actually. I like how King Stephen is having like a spear behind each food line. So he knows when his opponent is about to chop through. Same for this one. As far as I know, he took the info with some scout. So he's fully aware of what's happening. And Selim is just going for the AFC approach. That's interesting. And maybe he wants to go, maybe he wants to chop through, then go for some monks with Bengali. Monk spear could be cool. I would love Selim to go for monks. So maybe it could give us some info about how good the player is with monks, because in this tournament we do have a player named Ganji that is really good with monks, guys. So it could be a lot of info, because many people, me included, doesn't have too much insight from Ganji's type of playstyle, what he does enjoy. Like, we know he likes monks and close map, but that's it, right? So if he doesn't play a close map, it could be potentially a problem for us to find who is Mr. Ganji. Okay, let's see this lure. Thank you so much for the prime, actually, Gua Rayleigh. Thank you so much for the prime. Gua Rayleigh. Thank you a lot, man, for the support. Look at the resources collecting. I think you were right about chasing the boar. Yeah, actually look at this. Like, we already saw this type of approach already, where one player is luring a lot of boars and the other is just ignoring the middle and just going for safe economy behind. And looks like the one going for the middle always have less resources collected. But at the same time, I said that it's cool, like, short-term wise, it's better to lure boar, but for the setup on the long term, it might be worst. Also, Selim went for FC, which means he stayed in Dark Age for a very long time, which means he has a lot of will working and gathering resources while he was transitioning to the next age. So maybe it can explain the difference as well. I think the best way to compare both approach is when one player is going pure on the middle in Feudal Age and the other player is going pure Feudal Age, not going in the middle. I think that's the best way to compare both approach. I think this one could be a bit biased because at the end of the day, one went FC, so it's normal that he has more resources collected. Wolves and farms, just like MBL, hard confirmed. Yeah, maybe. Could be like 2 AM that practice together. I mean, Selim being hard is a possibility. The Portuguese could be an AM playing on Mudflow, the way he played Portuguese, but at the same time, the way he played Spanish is, I don't know, a bit weird. Okay, King Stephen going for some light cav, and we saw that Selim went for this very greedy town center actually. He managed to quick wall them, he managed to save them, but that could have been a problem because there is a lot of scout for King Stephen. You can see that King Stephen doesn't want to die versus the Bengali monks and really wants to commit on this light cav. I really like the idea. Second TC for Mr. King Stephen, third TC for Selim. Oh, third TC for Selim. Selim does have 9 on gold, so we should see a monastery soon. He has to be careful to not chop through because then the light cap can go in and kill potentially a lot of vills or be super annoying there. He needs to make sure that doesn't happen. Still not 30 for King Stephen, he needs to get some wood. But like, look at the economy for King Stephen now. He has 4 on food only. That's these 4 vills. I mean, maybe the boar play, thanks to the boar lure and the extra boars, he was able to make a lot of light cav early. But at the same time, oh, he tried to quick wall. Would Doubt try to quick wall? Maybe I could see that being like, oh, quick wall, quick. And he failed and then he smiled. I could see Doubt doing that. But yeah, look at the economic difference at the end of the day. We have 0 farms for Mr. King Stephen. Only 4 on berries. While Selim the Green already has 19 farms, guys. 19 farms versus 0. Maybe I'm right when I say that going for the boar in the middle is really good short term, but on long term is a disaster because it's like suddenly your economy like has a lot of gold in the real life, and then it's like inflation and your economy collapse. That's exactly the same. You have like a huge food boost, and then because the boost is not there, like is not there until the end of the game, then your economy collapse at one point. And the like Lithuanian does have 100 food extra per TC, so maybe it will help for a decent farm transition. But look at this, he's struggling. He's struggling to make vills. I mean, he cannot make any more army. And if Selim is pushing now, King Stefan won't have any resources to respond, because he's stuck making vills and farm for now. If you decide to go for an army transition now, King Stefan, or even for a building, it will even slow down even more his farm transition, right? Stefan getting a lot of relics, that's true. Stefan already 2 relics, and that's maybe why this with Lithuanians is good, because then you have the food per TC, the boar boost makes you able to afford a lot of light caps early, so you can win the relics war. Maybe that's a good plan at the end of the day. 3rd relics coming for King Stefan already. The 4th and the 5th are kinda forward. Nice quick wall for Selim. Oh, King. Oh no, he's trapped. That's no bueno. 2 light cam is huge actually, especially if we want to fight for the relics. Second barracks for Selim. He wants to play Pike Monk. A cool counter for Stefan could be to add his own monks. Actually, Stefan is going for the forward castle. Oh, this castle is nasty because then it split the base in 2 parts, so it's gonna be super complicated for Selim to reinforce his army. And it takes down this TC potentially and puts a lot of pressure on this goal. And and then Selim will need to cut through on the other side to be able to go to. Wait, that's only if the castle goes up. If the castle doesn't goes up, then the castle gonna go up. Selim doesn't have anything to deny it, so he should be able to go up. Nice attack round from King Stefan. King Stefan getting the 4th relic potentially. 4 relic for Lithuanians, guys. Keep in mind that the Lithuanians bonus is that for each relics you get 1 extra attack on your cavalry, on your knights and ladies. So it's kinda insane. Awkward for Selim now. Yeah, now it's kinda awkward for Selim. Maybe Selim could have gone for like a castle there and go for maybe Ram. Take this castle down. I'm not sure. Mangonel on the way for King Stefan. Actually, a Mangonel could be super running, because a Mangonel there, covered by the castle, could potentially range a good amount of vills, or it could help to destroy these TCs. It could be a good addition for Mr. King Stefan. King Stefan finally is going for the Ore Scholar, try to improve a bit his economy. Selim decide to send some vill to chop through on this side, so he's able to access the middle and the extra gold. Keep in mind that there is gold on the outside. And he will not be able to chop through, I think. And then if he's not able to chop through, he could be in trouble. Oh, actually, that's big. Like, King Stefan denying that could have been huge. But I mean, latest with 4 relics, 13 plus 4. Keep in mind that the latest is a unit that ignore the armor too. So maybe it was like a bad idea for Selim to open at the end of the day. My score and capturage is wrong? Thank you. And now we are losing a lot of farms. Maybe it was a disaster for Selim to open this actually. It was very bad. What are we doing? Are we doing ram? Are we doing elephants for Selim? No. Are we just aiming for imp? But then Selim economy gonna be like disastrous. This TC is a good one. That's gonna be a good boost for his economy. He's mining some stone on the bottom to be able to afford a second castle potentially. And I think that Selim is aiming for imp. Going for redemption as well. Yeah, he's aiming. He cannot really aim for imp yet. He needs to defend this pressure. He cannot let Stefan pushing into his economy. So he's going for redemption, so he will be able to convert Lattice and Mangonels. But yeah, Lattice with 4 relics is super scary. Did blue spotted the last? Oh no, he didn't. Kinda unlucky actually. And we are going for Armored Elephant for Selim. Selim realized that this castle gonna be a problem long term, and that for now he's not able to go imp. So he's like, I need to push back this in Castle Age. Actually, he managed to push back with the monk and some bike, so that's well done by Selim. And yeah, actually, economic-wise, it's kinda similar thanks to the ville number. But look at the farm difference, guys. 42 farms for King Stefan, nice economy. No wheelbarrow though, and only 20 for Selim. So the food income is insanely, like the difference, the gap between both economies is insane actually. Like Selim has more vills, yes, but the economy is way better for King Stefan, like way better. That's not even close, guys, not even close. Like Selim does have a lot of vills on gold, looks like it. Yeah, he has a lot of vills on gold, but oh, this economy. Oh god. Selim. Selim is 16 idle for Selim. Selim is being absolutely overwhelmed right now. His lumber camp is not good. He needs to make a second one. He has a lot of idle everywhere. This castle is good though. It's good, but not as good as it could be because Selim is not up, while King Stefan is up. So yeah, actually Selim is right now being totally overwhelmed by the situation. This push is a good one. If you manage to work, this push is a good one. Oh, I need to focus on the monk. It's converting. This castle should be a goner. Or Trilatis now? King Stefan could have like just up in, up out and snipe one monks one after the other. He kinda fucked up there. He could have played better at least. Stefan needs a new castle there. Yeah, this castle is a good one, so he will be able to push back this Selim the Grim castle. I think the next step for King Stefan should be to make a lot of trebs and instant chemistry. So he's able to make a bombard cannon if he wants to, but also uncannoneers. I think uncannoneers is a good first step. So you counter the potential halbardiers that Selim could do, and you counter the pikes. And once Selim will go for something else to counter your own and cannoneers, then you go back on lattice. You cannot go lattice now anyway because you need to produce traps, right? So I think going for chemistry fast could be a really good way, could be a really good opening for King Stefan in Imp. King Stefan, he does have 4 leaks though, and that's gonna be a problem for Selim. If Selim doesn't manage to... I mean, he clicked Imp, still 2 minutes before Imp. He's gonna go into halbardiers to be able to push back the potential cavalry from the Lithuanians. And he's pushing back into the main base actually. That's nice from Selim. Selim is finding a lot of value in this elephant. Managed to kill a castle and then he's going for this TC. That's a good move by Selim. Selim, same, denying a lot of farms in this move. King Stefan is struggling for sure. Like, he's struggling. I mean, he has a lot of economy, but he's not going for chemistry. I think chemistry could have been a really good idea. Like, just imagine he has like... Now, chemistry would be done if he clicks chemistry instantly. And now he has like 3 range military building producing hand cannoneers. Like, imagine you have like 5 hand cannoneers there. This push is done, and then you have your traps pushing back this. Then when Selim reach Imp, he will have to choose between... Because he doesn't have the best economy. He has 54 on gold. 54 on gold. I hope he will make a lot of monks. So if it's Ganji, we know. If it's Ganji, we know. We need info but with Ganji, because for now, nobody had a really good monks micro. Like, nobody had an insane monks micro, so we need more info about Ganji. Selim, Stefan using market a lot. That's a good point to doubt. Yeah. Doubt he's a market enjoyer for sure. But once again, not going for and cannoneers is a mistake in my opinion. Now, even if it's elite ladies, he will face halbardiers. And just having 15 and cannoneer there could have been so cool. He would have killed all these spears, he could have covered all these trebs, and then you have a combo, right? And cannoneer is actually cheap. Like, it's cheap because you don't need any upgrade except chemistry. And the unit is already super strong. It's like gunpowder units don't need a lot of upgrade to be good. So in King Stefan situation, could have been a really good technology. Now, even if he's still in a really good situation because Edit Lattice with 4 relics is absolutely broken, he's still facing monks, and monks can potentially convert them. He's still facing monks albs, right? And monks albs is a big counter to Lattice, so he needs to be careful. The score isn't, like, the difference on the score isn't too big. The economy is actually in favor of Selim, even if his farm economy is not as good. Oh, actually, I thought, wait. I need to go back to see how fast he convert everything. Let's see. That was not too fast, actually. That was not too fast, guys. That was pretty slow. So we cannot tell anything. Not fast, yeah. It was not fast. It wasn't fast. Yeah, look at the lattice. Like, Albardier is supposed to be an hard counter to cavalry, but lattice 16 plus 6 enduring armor, which means each hit, lattice will... Each time a lattice will hit an Albardiers, it's gonna be like 22 HP. So it 3-shot albs. This alb is getting 3 shots. Like 3 shots and the alb die. That's actually insane. Okay, ballistic now for Mr. King Stefan. Still no chemistry. Still no range. So it won't be Skirm. It won't be End Cannoneer as well too. For now, it's only gonna be lattice Trebs. Selim still going for the alb. I mean, Selim's economy is at the limit. 30 farm is not a lot. And he has a lot of gold. So for now, Selim can only afford albs, monks. I think that's a decent composition for Bengali. Even if the Elephant Archer monks albs would be even better. But Elephant Archer are super expensive. So he clearly cannot afford this one yet. So I like the Selim composition. He's doing the best he can do with his economy. So that's pretty well. Oh, actually, the Monk's micro is not too bad. The Monk's micro is pretty clean, I have to say. It's not fast, but it's pretty clean. Okay, Elite Skirms now for King Stefan. King Stefan could go maybe for Heresy. There's a lot of monks on the field. Heresy could be a good technology for sure. But these raids are something else. Or he is not focusing on the monks. Oh, the monks. He's not focusing on the monks at all because he's getting ready to death. And look at the lattice. Lattice, 2 shots of heal. That's a true disaster for Selim. Selim getting destroyed at home, not reacting. Like, he needs to deal with... He needs to... micro the monks. He needs to relocate his economy. He needs to deal with all the lattice. And lattice is probably one of the best unit raid. I mean, he has a lot of things to deal with, right? Selim has a lot of things to deal with, and his Monk's micro is not too bad. While he's having a lot of things to deal with. But yeah, the raid, look at the raid. Echo KD 70 kill for King Stefan, and it's not, I mean, it's just the beginning. How do you stop that though? Chemistry only now, guys. King Stefan will maybe lose this because of the lack of end cannoneers actually. Like, just imagine King Stefan having 25 end cannoneers now. Like, King Stefan is at the limit right now. He's really at the limit, King Stefan. Because he's lacking something to deal with the albs. And now he's getting pushed off from this goal. He has 5 on goal only. He's not taking this one. He lost the middle. Oh boy. And even if Selim the Grim economy is in a disaster situation, in a disaster state, King Stefan is losing all the castles, guys. King Stefan is losing everything. Only 1 castle remaining for King Stefan. That's no bueno for King Stefan actually. That's no bueno at all. Selim is keep pushing into the main base of King Stefan. King Stefan losing a lot of farms. King Stefan losing a lot of castles. Only one castle left. Forced into some elite skirm. Elite skirm should be really good to defend versus all of that though. But for now, hard to know. Such a big swing in the last 2 minutes. Yeah, the swing was insane actually. I think just King Stefan, like, just not reacting properly versus the Alb was key there. I mean, the game's still close, but King Stefan had it, in my opinion. He had the games, and he certainly didn't took the right decision at the right timing. Because now he's just struggling a lot. What do you think of the Monk Micro, guys? What are your thoughts on the Monk Micro? I don't think it's Ganji, but at the same time, like, Red has to deal with a lot of things everywhere. And this Monk Micro is putting this a nice raid though. King Stefan still have like the raid still insane for King Stefan with this unit. But I'm not sure if he can deal with this big ball of monks. Such a chaotic games, yeah. Monks are very active, yeah, that's true. The monks are actually very active. The monks are very, very active. Could Selim be art? Selim could be art, actually. No? Maybe Selim could be art. I'm not sure. He's still getting ready to death, actually. Both economy are suffering a lot. And looks like King Stefan might manage to push back at the end with a lot of skirm. And Selim doesn't have any economy to go for, I mean, light carve, but he needs to reboom. He needs to make a lot of technology to have decent light caps too. So I think Stefan might be in a better spot at the end of the day. Because he still can raid a lot with his late. Oh, these ladies are murder, guys. They murder each other like. Oh, this unit with 4 leak is absolutely broken. Like poof poof, poof poof, like that. That's OP. That's OP. And now the Bengalis is. I think Bengali now has some problems, right? You cannot deal easily with the skirms if you don't have a decent economy. And I can tell you that for now, Selim the Grim economy is not that good. If you manage to kill the last castle of King Stefan though, King Stefan won't be able to kill the ladies. Who are you thinking for King Stefan? I'm not sure yet. I'm waiting the end of this game to start making my prediction for both of the players, but actually he's sniping all the treads. But he lost the castle, so I think Selim the Grim is happy enough of sniping the last castle of King Stefan. Because now he knows that the ladies won't be able... Like, that King Stefan won't be able to produce any more ladies. Okay, now you have time to focus. I mean, a lot of things are still happening. But now you have time to focus on your monks, Selim the Green. Show me what you are capable of, please. King Stefan. Selim. Show me, show me. The monks micro is clean. No castle, no tower shield, yeah, means no ladies too. King Stefan is for now. I think King Stefan is losing this. I don't know. He has a lot of army, but the quality of his army is really weak. It's really poor. Like his army quality is really poor. Like skirm is trash units, but he does have a lot of gold though. But this light carve, those have decent upgrades. They are missing the last armor upgrade, but they are almost fully upgraded, so they should be able to destroy the skirms. The skirm are not fully upgraded too, and they are missing tower shield as you said. Tower shield, if you don't know, guys, is a unique technology that you can click into the castle, in the castle, that makes your skirm even more tanky versus arrows. I could see King Stefan being hard actually. I could see King Stefan being hard, and Selim the Grim, sorry, Selim the Grim. I could see Selim the Grim being hard, And King Stefan being Doubt, maybe. I could see a Art versus Doubt first game there. The raid are still going for King Stefan, but King Stefan just doesn't have any. Okay, now he's up to 40 farms. He does have a castle. They will be able to produce some ladies. But for now... Yeah, Selim the Grim's economy though. 100 pop. I think Selim... Oh, this game is so chaotic. It's like you think someone is dead and suddenly you're like, oh no! The other guy is dead. And suddenly you have Vils killing a bombard cannon and you're like, what am I watching? Oh, this late is though. 14 kill. And this late is like, that's a converted one. Oh, he's destroying everything. Oh no! He's sending more Vils to the death. Wheelbarrow? Oh, Wheelbarrow only now? Nikov confirmed? That's Nikov or what? Oh no. Oh, look at the monks. I have to say, Selim the Grim is everywhere, guys. He's raiding. He is converting instantly as well. Like, Selim is someone that has a lot of APM, I would say. Nikov 100%? Yeah, Nikov confirmed, guys. Nikov for sure. That's Nikov for sure. Selim going for Wheelbarrow at 55 minutes is wild, though. He's very wild. Newcastle for King Stefan. So King Stefan, little by little, is managing to build Newcastle. So, new ladies too. And ladies can be insane in late game. Keep in mind that King does have 4 relics. So, in case we are going for the no gold remaining on the map, King Stefan should win this game. New stable on the side for King Stefan. King Stefan going for some raid with some light caves as well. Second castle for King Stefan in the path to his base. Maybe you should wall this so the raids cannot come from this side. Lattice is once again like killing absolutely everything. Like look, even the Albardiers. He almost got 2 shots. That's insane. Like this base that was the first base of Selim, right? Okay, the monks are trying to defend at the best of their capabilities, but unfortunately Selim is just not managing to come back in this game with Vils, right? Like he's just getting ready to defend non-stop. Maybe Selim needs like 2 extra TCs, even 3 TCs, to be able to really have this economy coming back from the hell. But for now, the economy for Selim is at the limit, really at the limit. Like he's at 80 Vils for the last like 20 minutes. Selim is ACCM. Possible, yeah. It's possible, but I don't know. Hard to say it. Good raid from Selim. Good raid from Selim on the top. This Albardier should be enough to deal with this raid if we notice it though. And we are pushing on the right. Can we kill? Oh, that's 3 HP trap. Maybe we need to repair it, but if we manage to kill this castle, then that's a castle that King Stefan will not be able to build again. Which means no Lattice and no Tower Shield, because we are still missing Tower Shield, guys, for King Stefan. King Stefan just don't have the economy yet for Tower Shield. He's going for Wing the Sar first. Wing the Sar is a nice technology, especially for the late game. And King Stefan is pushing the middle now. Pushing into this is really important for King Stefan because there is like, that's the middle. So from this point you can raid every angle of the map. And there is a lot of military building. Just feeling like that's the moment where Selim gonna struggle. He won't be able to defend this at the same times and push. So as long as King Stefan managed to keep this castle alive, that's gonna be a problem for Selim because Selim won't be able to relocate all this army, all his troops to the middle to defend the push. King Stefan managed to snipe a traps and yes, Selim is forced to retreat to deal with this army. The raids are still going. I can tell you that there is a lot of fertilizer in these farms. Like these farms, man, a lot of fertilizer in it. I hope the food's gonna be good in these farms because they invested a lot of people in it. This sentence is terrible. They invested a lot of people in it. That's that's horrible. Ooh. I think the Wingders are gonna be OP in that game. The Wingders are destroying the farm. The Wingders are not killing the Laties. And then the Bengali Laties will manage to kill the Trebs. Oh no! Oh no! This castle won't go up, I think. ACCM just won't resign. Selim game 1, guys. Selim game 1 didn't resign for a while. I think Selim could be a Vietnamese player, maybe. Selim, ACCM, man. Don't hide yourself. We found you. ACCM or Yo, actually. It could be Yo as well, but... I mean, this game has been super messy for his... Like, here's a point. Like, when the game is messy, you don't know how bad your opponent's eco is. But when you see Wingders are just running everywhere in your eco, maybe you're starting to know that your opponent does have a huge economy. Because right now, like, look at King Stephen's economy. Like, it's not like he has a lot more population than Selim, right? But yeah, the situation looks way better for King Stephen now. Looks way better. Or maybe... Or he found the last relic even. So we'll be able to have the 5th relic home. Grab the 5th relic home. Yeah, I think now we are entering the ACCM state of I don't resign in time. I assume game 1, late resign was just a player war mimic. But maybe actually ACCM. Yeah. I mean, it's HiddenCup as well, guys. Player wants to give their best and don't want to resign too early. But I mean, it's not like King Stephen is killing Selim. Like, King Stephen has not managed to kill Selim. Like, Selim is can still boom back in the game, still have Halbardiers, still have Monks, still have Gold. I mean, still have a castle in the middle. It's not like King Stephen is 200 pop and just pushing everywhere. But yeah, let's go into Selim's point of view. Yeah, he's suffering. Selim is suffering. Selim is trying to push back. And he's managing too, actually. Like, the Monks is such a good unit. Such a good unit. Okay, but now he's getting readied again. He managed to go back to 120 pop. But his opponent is reaching 200 pop soon. Which is gonna be a problem for Mr. Selim. If Selim goes down to 80 pop without resigning, guys, it's ACCM's confirmed. Selim feels move like Yo for me, also the Spanish pick. I don't think Yo would play like this. Like, the first one could be Yo, but then... Do you see Yo playing Armenians like this? Do you see Yo playing Bengali like this? I see Yo maybe a bit more into King Stephen. He's not controlled enough for Yo? Yeah, maybe. But well. Okay, he was done to... Okay, he finally resigned. I mean, he was still having some... I mean, I can see him being ACCM, but at the same time, it was not like too much. It was okay. He didn't wait it too long. Okay, Selim. Selim, guys. Selim, who can be Selim the Grim? Selim went Fast Castle Conks on bypass. He went Portuguese, kinda normal, kinda classic on Mudflow. And he went Bengali Monk. Monk were well controlled, but not controlled enough to be Gunji. Winchester, actually Winchester, everyone, like, every set I saw someone being like, could be Winchester actually. Okay, what does Selim pick? He picked Mudflow, Hidden Fort, and Slope. And he banned Island, Quarry, and Arabia. Okay, he banned Arabia. So I can ban MBL. Quarry Islands. Who ate islands to ban it first? Yo hates islands, I think. Yo really dislike island. I think. Who really dislike islands, guys? Doubt hates water map. Heart. Yeah, but could be Heart banning islands, but it could be a lot of people. Okay, better question. Who loves islands? What player loves island? What player don't want to ban islands, actually? A Viper won't ban islands. Tato? Liri dislikes islands? Jordan? Jordan like island? Like, I need a true island lover. Like, who is a true island lover? Yo Art would never ban Arabia? Like, in tournament, even Sito would ban Arabia because the thing with Arabia is if you train some strategy, like, you cannot apply them on Arabia because Arabia is super classic. Era hates islands? Yeah, but then that means I cannot say it wasn't Era for Selim, right? Because if Era hates island, then he could have banned it first. I need to know who loves island. Who wouldn't ban islands first? Like banning islands last is different because then you have a choice between three maps or like, okay, which one I don't feel to play today, for example. But if you ban islands first, it means you really don't want to play islands at any cost. So I need to know who could love island. Like Tato loves island. Jordi never bans island. Okay, that can be. I think yeah, Selim cannot be Jordan. Uh, Winchester likes island or not? I think Vinch likes island as well. I think he wouldn't ban island first. Okay, let's stick with that for now. That's a good first name that we managed to ban. Okay, and for King Stephen, guys. King Stephen. King Stephen. King Stephen. King Stephen went for Evacuation, Bay, and Cap. He banned Gold Rush, High Tide, and Cross. He doesn't like too much the aggressive hybrid maps, and he went for Lithuanian, Georgians, Korea, Armenians, Gulf, Britons. His draft is... who could it be? Who it couldn't be? Who could ban Gold Rush, High Tides, and Cross? Actually? Who hates Gold Rush? Doughty hates Gold Rush? Selim is ACCM? I can see that, definitely, yeah. But as long as I'm not sure about the other names, I won't put a cross on them. I don't think Stefan picked Evacuation, guys. MBL is off the board. Cup. I don't think Viper loves Gold Rush. Yeah. But I think Viper likes High Tides and Cross, actually. I think he likes them. I think it's not Viper. I could see Viper, actually. Bake up, why not? Why not? Hard to say for Stefan, huh? Stefan is not easy, actually. Okay, did I have the new one? Yes, I do. Let's jump into it, guys. Let's not be too late. Let's jump into it. Shit. Hop. Korea Gorgeous? Wow. Korea versus Gorgeras. Wow. Gorgeras can garrison their fish in the dock. Is it enough though? Is it enough though to pick Gorgeras on them? Someone else used Korean on Cup. Yes. It was Vasco da Gama. Vasco da Gama used Korea on Cup. So it could confirm that Stephen King is a player. Stephen King went Vietnamese on bypass. He went Armenians. Was he aggressive? Not really. Could Stephen King be Jordan? Vasco and King same map pool? Same Civ draft and map pool? Kinda? That is I'm sorry, but this type of chasing of luring the ball. I only know 2 players doing that. I mean, as far as I know. It's Jordan or King Stephen. Jordan or Stephen King. Could be Doubt. Could be Jordan. Like, could be Tato. No. Tato play like that? Sure. Stefan has to be Vasco's teammate. Or maybe not, guys. Like, it's not because they are teammates that they will only train together. Like, maybe one of the... maybe Vasco trained at one point with King Stephen, but King Stephen is ACCM, for example, and Vasco is Era. You don't know about that. So, Dode, Stefan, and Lyris Vasco. I want to see this lure again, just to make sure like he never shoot the TC as the last volley. Oh, he only garrison 3. Looks like doubt, eh? Looks like doubt. Like doubt to me. Like he was like misclicking the his and he's like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I panic, so he drag every village. He's like, okay, shoot on him, please. Once again, King Stephen not having Selim ring not having it up, while King Stephen will have it in. By the way, very interesting that Selim the Grim is not docking or drushing on this map. The meta on this map has been drush, early drush to annoy the fish, or docking to make fish, and doing nothing, just mill. I mean, you need to mill because you are Gorgeras, right? But at least the camel gonna have a bonus versus the fish. That's cool. Keep in mind that the fish is considered in bonus damage wise, the fish is considered a cavalry unit. So each fish, each naval unit does have a malus versus spear and camel. That's the idea. Because spear and camel does have a bonuses versus cavalry. So this Gorgeras camel will be able to really destroy the fish. Idle time, Pepe ends. It's idle eco. Idle TC for King Stephen wasn't too good. 1 lumber camp only for King Stephen. I'm a bit surprised that players are going 1 lumber camp on this map. I mean, this map is not too aggressive, guys. This map is pretty passive, I have to say. Like, okay, you want to have good uptime to be able to have be able to fight on water, but at the same time, not going for the second boot camp while you are kinda far from your opponent. I mean, while the map is kinda wallable. I don't know. Okay, the camel trying to be a bit annoying on this one. King Stefan going for the second dock on the other pond. Yeah, and the camel will damage the fish. Like 6 per hit is a lot. You can see he is dealing 4 and he has 2 bonus damage, so he's dealing 6 per hit. Which is pretty good for a unit versus a ship. Leon. If I don't know what I'm doing, neither can my opponent. Selim probably. Or MBL probably. Oh, and Selim is going Scout Rush. Oh! Guys, would Doubt try this? Would Doubt try this type of quick wall? That would not try this type of thing. Doubt would never try this type of thing. And fail, yes, but it didn't fail. I mean, it tried. Like, Doubt would never try this. Never. But Doubt would finish this gate, though. Doubt would finish this gate. Doubt walling. King Stefan walling, my bad. And actually King Stefan does have like a decent economy because he's having like double dock for double fish. I'm not sure what's Selim's plan. I mean, he scout rushed okay, but at the end of the day, he tried to bait with the scout. That was a nice attempt. Then he tried to micro and that was a bad attempt. I mean, he's just trying to scout rush to kill the fish, I guess. And having like a good economy of farms behind. That's his plan, probably. He has a lot of gold too. He docked. He wants to contest this pond actually. Going for scout looks pretty good on this map. Looks pretty decent at least because people playing water don't go for barracks and early on or don't go for walls and then going for scout rush. I kind of like it, but at the same times, like you don't have any fish too. So I mean, Selim's strategy is paying off for now. Look at the resources collected. He has more than his opponent, and he has more vills than his opponent because he went for a kill. So at the end of the day, I kind of like what Selim did. And then he has the initiative as well because his opponent cannot go for dock and barracks and military buildings. He needs to choose, right? So at the end, it's not too bad. But going like going Gurjas for this. Like, you could have done the same with Britons, for example, or I don't know. It's a bit weird. Let's see. What is this? What is his plan, at least? Second dock for King Stefan. King Stefan will try to win this pawn, at least contest it a bit more. Or he has to be careful, actually, King Stefan, because there is a lot of scout coming. The spear is low HP, though. Okay, at the end of the day, we won't be able to snipe a Vil for Selim. Well played. Well played. Mr. King Stefan. And King Stefan is in trouble actually because he only has 13 on food. He only has like 5 farm. 3 fish that are not super efficient because they are kinda far from the dock. And when these both fish will run out, it's gonna be even worse. Same for the berries. While Selim's economy is pretty nice. Wood upgrade, farm upgrade. Looks like Selim's economy will scale better than King Stefan's one, at least in the game. Like farm scale better than fish if you cannot make a fish trap, let's say. And on this map, no way you go for the fish trap, right? It's way too exposed. Nice job from Selim. Nice job from Selim to deny everything, actually. Red is doing a fat slope gather point. What do you mean a fat slope gather point? What is this? Fatty confirmed? I don't know what is a fat slope gather point, actually. Nice micro by Red, actually. He saved this fire 1 HP. That's well played. or the camel giving the final hit. And yeah, actually I have to say Selim is playing well. But Selim's economy is actually, I don't know. Once again, Selim, like in the previous game, felt like Selim was a bit overwhelmed with the multitask. Could be ACCM because ACCM doesn't have the best multitask in the game. Doesn't have the best multitask in the game with ACCM. Also having a lot of gold too. That's a bit of a problem. He should have gone for a market. He would be up for a minute already. He would be going to the next stage for a minute at least. And now he's going same time as King Stefan. That's interesting. Stefan being fully ball, both going up. The question is now, what do you do if you're King Stefan? Are you going turtle ship? Like some spearman with turtle ship and some monk? Is it the play for King Stefan? Could be the play. I think you cannot win if your opponent managed to go disc thrower. If your opponent managed to go chakrams, it can be a big problem for you. But otherwise, I would prefer Korea in late game. Or in this fire, having a nice timing actually. He will be able to ring the alert for the friends, so they come can help and deny the dock. Or maybe not. Looks like a turtle ship play to me. I would love it actually. I'm a turtle ship enjoyer. I'm a turtle ship fan, guys. We want more turtle ship in Age of Empires. Still running around with the scout, trying to find some value. And actually maybe he will find some value. The scouts are weak though. It will be complicated to find a micro to be able to kill. Is it a tower? Is it a tower rush coming up? Looks like a tower. Oh, you know, he's not on stone. Shouldn't be a tower rush. Maybe like Sage Workshop, Monastery, and a turtle ship. Turtle ship! Let's go. Let's go. I love that. Turtle on the way. It does feel like Red struggle with multitasking. Lots of coke would have saved that fire from the spears and villager. Yeah, I agree. Could be a CCM. It could be a CCM to be honest. And a tower forward, I really like this. Tower forward, second TC. He bought some stone to be able to afford both. I really like this pressure. It's like 2 TC pressure with a lot of control maps investment as well. It's really safe. And versus Gurjaras, that could be good because if Gurjaras doesn't have spears and turtle ship at the same time being released, that's scary. If I am Selim, I'm scared now. Because as I said the other day, turtle ship is insane if you make them early. So your opponent doesn't have time to mass monks. If your opponent has more than 3 or 4 monks, then your turtle ship will just get converted. But then Selim needs to make a monastery. He needs to wait for his first monk, his second monk. So monks is a unit that takes so much time to being produced. So I really think that opening like for a turtle or 2 is just way too good. Like just way too good. If King Stefan managed to go for a monastery as well, I think it's OP. Well, like, this turtle is a bit 1 versus 9 actually, but no. Like just a monk, King Stefan. Makes a monk. Makes the turtle good again, please. Will you say Yeho, boy, howdy, turtle ship? In your American accent? I can. Wait. Hero boy, howdy, turtle ship. Wait. I need to get into my American accent first. I need to say American barbecue. Okay. Yeho boy, howdy, turtle ship. That was my American accent. Yeho boy, turtle ship. Barbecue. Yeah, I don't know why, but to get into my American accent, I need to say American barbecue first. Otherwise, it's impossible to remind me how I do my American accent. From a Texan, you nailed it. Yes, I said when I want to take my American accent, I do imagine myself being at a Texas barbecue party with friends and everyone has like farmer hat, you know, enjoying the food, being in the middle of the farm with a huge barbecue and being like, I am an American farmer. I'm enjoying this American barbecue. I can see myself doing that. clearly. But Dave said that it looks like I was like an anime guy trying to imitate the American accent. I was like, huh? What? Oh, shoot! That was a nice ground attack by King Stefan. Nice ground attack by King Stefan. I don't think Dart would do this ground attack, to be honest. I don't want to underrate Dart, but I don't see Dart doing this ground attack at all. Like, impossible Dart to do that. I don't know why, but I think King Stefan is not Dart. I could see maybe King Stefan being Jordan. Or King Stefan being Art, actually. I'm not sure yet. Could be Art versus ACCM, maybe. I need to check on the draft once again. Chewing on some straw? Yeah, exactly. That's the perfect American for me. The perfect American, enjoy a barbecue on the middle of a farm. That's the American dream. Oh, one shot this. Shoot, shoot, shoot! No! 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, close enough. Okay, let's go for it. I think you can touch it. Oh no. Like, this unit is a badass. Like, it looks so cool. It's really cool. It's really cool, but it didn't kill anything yet, so maybe it's cool on paper, but not as good as it looks. Third TC for King Stefan. This TC is weird. Like, why are you not going for a TC there? Why are you not going for a TC there? Why are you just going for a TC like where you already have a lot of farms? That's not... King Stefan is not Dart, guys. King Stefan is not Dart. King Stefan is not Dart. You don't go for a 4th TC there. Like, you have 3 TC already. You go for a 4th TC there, or one maybe there for the stone, or... I don't know, there or there, but you don't go for a 4th TC here. I don't think Dart would do that. For me, King Stefan, in my opinion, King Stefan is not Dart. It's clearly not Dart. And I think people hyped a lot Jordan being what was his name? Being Sumanguru. But I think that people say that because Sumanguru was playing defensive. But I don't think that Sumanguru was playing especially defensive. I just think that the guy versus Sumanguru, Jamburo, was just going all in every game almost. That's my guess. Like, Jamburo went all in every game, and people were like, oh, Sumanguru is defensive, but he didn't choose to go defensive. He was forced into the defensive play, I think. And I think that most people that will guess who was Sumanguru and Jamburo, if they stick on Jordan, I think it could be a big mistake. I think it could be a big mistake. Good castle from Selim, actually, because then he's securing the gold pretty nicely and making sure this dock and this tower won't be too annoying. I like this castle. Having a castle on the shallows, actually, castle is an insane military building versus naval unit. We can see that Stephen King just clicked imp and he's going for this castle. It looks like Stephen King wants to push the main base of Selim, and I think that's a really good idea because I think most players underestimate the main base push on this map because everyone saw Era playing Navy on this pawn for the gold. So everyone are like, if I have the gold, I win this game. But if you have this gold but you don't have any economy left, you will lose the game actually. Like, look how good will be the Korean. 1 kill, 2 kill. Like, Stephen King didn't believe in my guy. My guy was clearly killing both. There. He was clearly killing both. He just didn't believe in my guy. That's why he deleted him. Sumanguru was clearly Era. I mean, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. I have to say Sumanguru Jamburo is not an easy case. I said Jamburo was Vince, Sebastian or Mihai, which is probably, in my opinion, a good guess. This tower is... yeah, it just won't happen. You need to go back, Mr. King Stefan. Keep in mind that Korean doesn't have access to demos, so Selim the Grim should be in a good position. And Selim the Grim might push the main base too, actually. Because if the guy is like having the goal, building naval army from behind, it's cool to push the base from the other pawn. But if the guy just has the control over all the left pawn, he can just do the same in your economy, actually. And then you are in trouble. I think Selim the Grim needs to stop investing into water unit, and looks like he's doing it. It's gonna be what's gonna be the composition for King Stefan? Is it gonna be Tower Alb play with some War Wagon being added here and there? Because actually we already have +2, the defense is automatic for the Korea, so maybe adding some War Wagon here and there sometimes could be a good addition. We do have Ballistic already too. You don't think Dave Bureau could be Ganji? I don't. Maybe it could. Maybe it could, but I don't know. I don't think so. I think it was too aggressive to be Ganji. It's possible, right? It's definitely possible, but like that's this type of player where you know it was not a top player because of his decision making, but at the same time you have like 4 or 5 contenders to be Jump Bureau because of the playstyle and such like that. But I think Ganji would stick into more defensive map, or as far as I know Jambiro went for some really aggressive play, and I think Ganji is more into some monks push, well played monks push while booming, things like that, instead of like a lot of army into castle in the face. Ganji played aggressive to mask his playstyle, maybe I also have another theory, guys, is that if you are Ganji, or if you are like Mihai or this type of new players in HiddenCup that has Omega Underdog on paper, if like there is extra money for the player that managed to hide himself the best possible. So at the end of the day, people will like say this guy was this guy, etc. And the player that has been guessed the less will receive extra money. So maybe if you are an underdog, you're like, okay, I will just play for this extra money, you know? But at the same time, imagine you are an underdog and you are facing like a top 10. Your chance to achieve quarterfinal are not known or low. Like, let's say round 1 you have like at one point you have like Sebastian versus Ganji or Mihai versus Ganji. Then this theory doesn't work because, well, you want to give your best too. And you don't know who is against you. Like, if you tell me I have Era against me, then let's just pretend I'm Doubt or MBL since the beginning, you know? I know my chance to win are really low, and I want to make the show, I want to grab the extra money. My strategy, my global strategy could have been to fake I'm someone else, so nobody believes I am this guy, and that's it. But you don't know who you are facing round 1, so this theory is maybe a bit weak because of that. Did Selim put the ship in the mill? Yes, he did put the ship into the mill, and he did keep all the ship in the mill during the feudal age. He didn't like took out some ship from the mill to eat them. He kept all of them in the mill. Defense from King Stefan, actually, some albs and some tower being added to be able to defend from the push of Selim from the raid. And look at this, guys. Actually, I told you, I think the pushing into the main base is really really underrated. Like, actually, Selim is struggling big time while he has the middle, yes. But at the end of the day, you do have a lot of gold to work with at home. And if you push in your opponent's main base, you are stealing his gold as well. Like, you got King Stefan does have an untouched stone, an untouched gold, some gold there that are left from the main gold of Selim. So at the end of the day, the difference between having the gold from your opponent or the middle is not that big. But you are denying a lot of farms at the same time. So I really like what he's doing King Stefan, but I think King Stefan needs to add either some war wagons to deal with the Uncannoneer, either some of his own Uncannoneers. Like, maybe his push is being a bit too siege Alm building oriented. Maybe he needs like 3 or 4 range units, and then his combo gonna be hard to stop because some war wagons there, like you just make 3 war wagons, and Cannoneer will never kill your war wagons, and there is only 1 monk, right? I think that's what King Stefan needs right now. And he has the economy to add some war wagons, so I should definitely go for that. He's going for some archer behind. Looks like it's gonna be crossbow. Maybe he missed the opportunity to like push a bit more further with a bit less units before going for the big switch, because this switch will take time, guys. He will need at least 5 minutes to get a decent mass and be able to push again into Selim's economy. I like this tower though. He went for the Yup Song technology, which give more range to his tower, which means his tower will be able to range the bombard cannon basically. And that's really good then to push. That's really good to push like this, because then look at the BBCs are getting pushed back by the range of this tower. I mean, it was 3 BBCs with only 3 Vils garrison, but if you have like 2 towers up, it's impossible for a BBC to push. Impossible almost. And the crossbow transition is coming. We forgot Bracer for King Stefan though. I think that's something he forgot, because Bracer for the tower are insane. Like he really needs to Bracer, and he might forget it actually. I think he forgot Bracer. He forgot, and that can be a big mistake. I mean, that's not... Yeah, that's a mistake, but... That's something he missed. Like, he thinks he has it, but he doesn't. And we saw on this map yesterday that MBL thinking he had supremacy, like, baited him so hard into his gameplay and almost lost the set because of that. So he needs to pay attention. Like, Kshatriyas clicked for Selim the Grim will make every unit cost less food. It's a really, really strong technology, actually. Oh, some bombard ship are really good, actually. They might be able to outrange the towers from the Korea. Let's see, how much range do they have? They have 13 range versus 12. So they outrange. They don't have as range as the Treb almost. Oh, yeah, you want one shot. But this push is actually scary for Selim. Selim needs a lot of upgrade for his skirms to be good enough to push this back. Bracer, okay, we just realized that King Stefan realized that he doesn't have Bracer yet. That's good. So he won't lose because of this. That's really cool, actually. And he's still pushing back, and look at Selim the Grim. He needed to relocate so much economy from the beginning. And this push is scary. Thanks for Selim, he does have some bombard cannon. Maybe he should bring some galleon on the shoreline too, to be able to push back all of this. Arrow slits for King Stefan. His tower gonna have more damage than before. And actually Selim is losing a lot of eco. A lot of eco, he lost a lot of resources too. That's literally 1k 750 stone for King Stefan. So that's at least like 15 tower, which is insane. Insane for Korea to have that much stone to work with. And looks like he wants to expand his tower creep a bit everywhere. And well, I think Selim the Grim's economy gonna be stuck between both tower creep expanding everywhere. Like, this is so annoying. Like, then you have one tower, then the second one, then the second one, and suddenly, like, you are just so annoyed. Your economy is not working at all, and I really love this push. Like, that's not too much units, but that's devastating push by Mr. King Stefan. And I told you that Selim could struggle a lot. I said if Selim doesn't have unique units, he will struggle. Unique unit would kill all of that, but without the unique unit, he will struggle so much. And the tower creep keep expanding actually. And looks like Stefan King will be forced to relocate everything on the middle. He cannot push because it's like one BBC, 2 tower just deny the push from Selim. Like, that's so annoying to push into Korea, right? Like, if your opponent makes BBC, then it counter your trebs, and if you make your own BBCs, then your tower, then the Korean tower will reach you. So it's so annoying actually. So annoying. And looks like Selim is just dying actually to this expansion of tower. Viper moves. Could be Viper move. Could be a lot of player moves too. I think these days players are getting really good at playing according to their bonuses and to their save strength. While maybe last HiddenCup, most players were playing what strategy they think was the best first, and then was trying to take the best sieve to do their strategy. Now, player is like, try to get the best sieve, and according to the sieves they have, they will adapt a lot their strategy. And I think that's why player became so good these days. Because they know exactly how to play into the best scenario for their sieves for this right map precisely. And we can see that King Stefan is playing really well his sieves on this one. He used Turtle Ship, he used Tower, he used his good Siege, and he didn't try to play water because he knew he didn't have demos, and not having demos in that little of a pond can be a huge problem in fast fire ship battle, right? So I really like how King Stefan played. And this stone is still full almost, so that's insane. A lot of tower will be able to be added. A bit sloppy to not have went back with the vills for King Stefan, but he has a lot of things to deal with. A nice micro there to snipe the bomb and cannon for King Stefan. He will make more siege are coming. And if this castle fall, it can be the big problem actually. Because if this castle fall, the gate is open into Selim farm economy. And I don't see where Selim can relocate now. Oh, okay, I know where Selim can relocate. He will do some rice farm actually. Thank you so much, Mr. Carbunco, for the prime. Thank you a lot for the prime, man. And he's doing some rice farm. I discovered that yesterday with Dave. That on the land, that's a farm. And rice, and it's a rice farm. Wait, 250 food? Like, oh, we only have horse collar. I think that's why. Okay, that's why. I was thinking maybe a rice farm has less food on it than a normal farm, but no. It's the same. Rice farm. I would love them to make a little skin for this rice farm. Like a little, I don't know, some rice plantation growing up. That could be cool actually. I like the color, the difference with the color, but some different plants could be really cool. King Stefan is still pushing, and this castle is falling actually. Maybe this BBC can be the hero of the nation. King Stefan saw it instantly and will try to snipe it. He will lose some archer, but that's worth it. And this castle is falling. And with this castle falling, what units can Selim use to defend this point actually? Like BBCs are totally destroying the skirm, and at the same time, like now light cav, Hussar soon probably. I think King Stefan is this. I think this range insulted King Stefan mother. Okay, no, maybe not. She said sorry. She said sorry, so the light cav turned back on something else. He said sorry, that's fine. More stable being added. Still this stable that being potentially very annoying for King Stefan. Some raid going, but still like Selim didn't manage to push into King Stefan economy a single time. Like just this defense was enough to push back. Can you speak Belgian French? No, I can. I absolutely don't know how to make this accent. Like, guys, Selim is so ACCM. Like, look at this. Look at the space he has to play with. And he's still doing a freaking meal, sorry. Sorry, excuse me. He's still doing a freaking meal to be able to farm again. Like, that's so ACCM. ACCM or Yo? Could be. I don't see Yo playing like ACCM did though. Maybe it could be Yo, maybe, but I don't know. Swearing? Yeah, sorry. I said sorry. I said sorry like the range to the light calves, guys. I said sorry. It's freaking like if I say this freaking thing, is it fine or is it no bueno? Don't worry about Belgian French, Margougou. Neither can we understand. For King Andy. I could say for King Andy. That sounds like the same, but... Oh, that's so ACCM, guys. That's so ACCM. I mean... He has like 5 skirm, holding the line. He's still fighting. And maybe Tsungi does have the middle, but that's not looking too promising. Maybe not fine on a Christian Minecraft server? Okay. HCCM, bro. HCCM, please. Okay, I can tell you that ACCM is not there to grab the extra money of the player that has been guessed the less. Like, that's for sure. ACCM doesn't care about this reward. Like, he just want to win this tournament, ACCM. I tell you that much. I really think Stefan is Viper. A little bit of any unit in this game. I mean, this game was really well played by King Stefan. But at the same time, I mean, he picked Lithuanians. I remember Lithuanians losing yesterday. So there is, guys, there is a possibility that Vasco was Hera and he trained with Gamer Legends teammate. And Vasco was Hera. Doubt lost yesterday versus Gajamada, that was Mr. Yo. Because they had the same strat. There is Goff too in this draft, right? We are seeing Goff in this draft. And then this one is Viper. Or this guy is Doubt. And we cannot see the APM. We cannot see the APM. Being able to see the APM would be so good. So good. This is 99% Doubt. You overcooking. Okay. I respect your opinion, guys. I might be overcooking it. Game 5 is on. It's gonna be slope. Okay, it looks like we are late by some minutes, so we're gonna rush into the next game. Looks like I'm a bit late, guys. I'm not gonna open my paint. We're gonna keep the paint for the end of the set, maybe. Okay, so that's the first match point of today, guys. Stephen King, Georgians facing Selim the Grim with the Hindustanis for the first match point of the day with three match points actually. Stephen King does have 3 match points. And Selim the Grim needs to come back in this set, and he will try for his first step in the comeback to use Hindustanis on slopes. Hindustanis on slopes are really good actually. Really good camel save. So that's really good. Stay humble. Thank you for the reminder. I like the stay humble reminder. Like when I'm overcooking, I like when someone tells me stay humble. And so suddenly, you know, I'm like questioning every of my guess since the beginning of the tournament. And after me questioning everything, I realize that I am sure of nothing almost. Except Otto being MBL, I mean. If Otto is not MBL, I mean, I don't know why I am still in Age of Empires community. I think Stefan going for the lame, actually. Going laming. And he will find some juicy ship. Will he lame the boar? I don't think so, guys. Maybe he could consider laming the boar, thinking like, I'm Georgian after all. My third ship? That started to be some cool. Not another one. Okay, no. 3 ship is something. It's 300 food less for Selim. Selim is just pushing his deer. Stefan is stealing the food from Selim. Poor Selim. T90 is super sad right now. His favorite Selim is losing. Look at King Stefan. Actually, King Stefan might be happy to take the trade, because King Stefan Scout will heal up during Feudal Age. If you don't know, one of the bonuses of the Georgian is that their cavalry heal up passively, little by little. So, as long as you don't lose your unit, she will heal up little by little, and she will be fully healed like in some minutes. So it's cool. Ooh, like if I'm King Stefan, I could consider going for it. I know my chance of killing her is low, but I also know that at this timing you are at 14 on 15 pop, which means if you deny these houses, your opponent might be forced into loom, while your scout will heal up behind. So it could have been a cool move. But I can understand that as a player of the main event, you want to play it safe, right? You don't want to take any risk. Rip Gugus? Oh, actually, I forgot the prediction. Was it this game or the game before? Selim won game 2, so I think it was King? Wait, who won? It's King, right? King is the good prediction, I think. King won. And we are going for a new prediction, guys, so you can farm your Gugus. I want you to be able to farm your Gugus so you can earn some reward. Okay. The bet is on, guys, if you wish. Finally the Gugus. Calm down, man. Calm down. Stefan did a dart lure on second board. Yes. He always did a dart lure. True, Stefan is doing a dart lure, but I could see, guys, listen to me. I could see Viper intentionally doing a dart lure as well. I could see that happening. Like, as I said, that's a bait. That's an easy bait for a player. That's an easy bait. That's an easy bait for a player. That's like switching his language in Portuguese for... It's an easy bait. And sometimes the easiest bait are the best. What is a dart lure? A dart lure is like when you shoot at the boar, you're like shoot your volley or arrow, but to give the final hit to the boar, you don't put your rally point on the boar itself, but would like put your rally point on the ground, you ungarrison, and then you select your wheels and shoot on the boar manually. That's a dart lure. Yeah. Don't forget the doubt castle that Dot wouldn't even try. Yes! Yes, that's true. This doubt castle was like, I lost, I go for this doubt castle. Yes. This doubt castle was too doubt to be doubt. Like, way too doubt. This doubt is too doubt. That's the truth, guys. It's too doubt gameplay to be doubt. And we saw some quick wall. Like, we saw some quick wall from King Stefan, actually. We saw some quick wall. I think King Stefan is trying to baiting us. But would Viper not even try fast roll anything just for the ball? Just for the bait? That's the question. Does Viper in his current shape, by shape I mean not being top 1 anymore, would he take the risk to lose round 1 not giving his best? And it's scout versus scout, by the way. Or not even scout versus scout. It's scout versus spear, actually. What are the predictions on the player? Just tune in. I think it's ACCM versus a GL player. King Stefan is on stone. Wait!
რასა ბრძანებთ? კეთილარს.
King Stefan wanted to hide the fact that he was taking stone, but he made these houses on the way of the stone. So Selim just was like, oh, why is there no houses here? And he saw it. He saw this. Yeah, that's doubt. Okay, guys, doubt confirmed actually. I mean, Viper wouldn't make these houses there. Like that was doubt. Like doubt fail confirmed. That will be like, oh, why are you going there? But bro, you made a freaking houses on the way. I mean, ay, Mr. Doubt. Can Doubt lose his spear to the scout and then lose all his he's walling. Realize he needs to. He's walling with the mule card though. Oh, hello Doubt. Oh, that's Doubt. That's a disaster. That's so Doubt. That's so Doubt. Guys, Viper would have quick all that. That's not Viper. Viper is off the board. Tato is off the board. That's... I mean... He saved it? Yeah, he saved the 1 vil. I mean, he saved 2 vil. That's... He lost 2 vil and he saved 2. And now that's a disaster. Selim the Grim going EV on scout production, which is a mistake to be honest. Because like you are not supposed to go full scout versus spear, but and maybe he was thinking like King Stefan will underestimate my scout production and then I can maybe do what happened there. But yeah. And now that's Hindustani scout, so it's gonna be a problem for King Stefan. It could be Jordan versus ACCM to be honest. Or Doubt versus ACCM. Look at Doubt. He wanted to make a market, he deletes it because he walled his vills and he remade it exactly the same spot. I think that's show how Doubt loves the market. He wants to make it, delete it and make it again. So he has the pleasure to make it again. And in all of this, he managed to wall, to trap his own vill. This type of walls are lazy wall. Why? Because he doesn't have the vision or he doesn't have enough wood, and instead of going straight forward for a beautiful wall, he's just like, let's go. That's Doubt. Blue is Doubt. Doubt or Jordan? Doubt or Jordan? That's not Tato. That's Doubt or Jordan. And at the end of the day, he's not up. I mean, that's a disaster. At the end of the day, King Stefan lost 3 vills, is up after Selim the Grim, has a hole in his base, and doesn't have any. It doesn't have enough stone for a castle. That's legit a disaster for Selim, for Stephen King. Sorry, that's a true disaster for Stephen King. Goose for me. Or let's check the odds. What are the odds, guys? 73% for King Stefan. Oh boy, I can see an hold up coming. 10k by Carpect on King Stefan. Oh boy, my man is homeless after this set. After this game, my man is in the streets. After this game, he has to leave his houses to go in the stream to watch the stream on his phone. That's sad. Selim should go castle drop. Selim is going archer? What? Why? Why are you going archer? To counter the... To counter these spears? I mean, why not? But as long as you don't make crossbow, why not? But I think you could just like kill the spears, like just you just heal your scouts, Then little by little you just kill the spear. Okay, nice reaction by King Stefan going back. Maybe it will bait King Stefan into some skirms too. Okay, no, King Stefan is going. King Stefan has a freaking hole there. King Stefan as a hole. Oh, King Stefan. Oh, wall, please. Stefan King. Don't your mother, Selim, taught you when you were young to always click inside the base of your opponent? Just to check if there is a hole? Ay, 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 ay. Oh, nice stone wall into a palisade wall because we doesn't have any stone anymore. that's funny. There is a tree behind there, yeah. Selim the Grim booming, and Kick Stefan actually booming as well, adding a second thesis. Do you think you've seen Sito in HiddenCup 5 yet, as of today? Today for sure Sito is not in this set, that's for sure. Like that's easy to say that Sito is not in this set. But I would say maybe Sito was Jadwiga. Otherwise I don't think Sito, I don't think we've seen Sito yet. Stay humble? Yes, I need to stay humble. Stay humble or this guessing game will got me. Which player are you the most sure hasn't played yet? Eerie? Maybe Leary. I will get the monks. Oh! Oh! Shoot! Shoot! Touch. The monk is still alive and we lost all the archers. 30 for Mr. King Stefan. Nikov not in HiddenCup 5 Sage. That's wild by you guys saying this type of things. Margougou hater said that he was doing a 1k, $1,000 giveaway for the people that managed to spot me in the main event. He said very hard challenge though. I was like, Larry is the one who beat Dave, I think. Can't remember the name. Sumanguru? Yes, it was Sumanguru. Could be actually. Now, I think it's a really hard question though, because I think we already saw all type of playstyle. We saw the aggressive Hart, Sito, Sebastian, Mei playstyle. We saw this type of playstyle. We saw the very defensive like Jordan Yo type of playstyle. And we saw the Jordan playstyle like Jordan Winchester macro playstyle. And we also saw the Doubt Yo playstyle that could be also Tato. So it's not easy because I think we saw all the playstyle now. So it's not like we are missing like the type of gameplay that Yo could bring or Doubt could bring, right? We saw everything. Actually, this monk is devoted. Like, I have to say, this monk like didn't convert anything for absolutely like 15 seconds. That's disgusting for Mr. King Stefan. In this game, poor King Stefan King. Like, he has been spotted, he lost all his stone. Then, his monks are not converting too. I mean, poor Stefan King. Was there a wood game in that set? Yes. No. Are you winning a wound game on a hybrid map? I think not. No, it was not this set. The set we are talking about was Sumanguru versus John Bureau. And the wood game was Gajamada versus Gregory 7 versus Grandpa. So yeah. Good fight for Selim. Yeah, Selim, but that's why I didn't understood first why he was going Archer. Because at the end of the day, just going Camel, like Hindustani's Camel, will absolutely destroy the Hindustani's late game. Hindustani needs to wait for like Albardir's Monaspa to be able to fight versus the Camel. And the thing is, on this map, I think going for the End Cannoneer, Hindustani's End Cannoneer plus Camel can be insanely good. So yeah, I really think that Selim should be in a good position. I mean, after what happened in Feudal Age, he should be in a very winning position. He's not grabbing the relics though. He's only starting to make a monastery. I don't know what to think about that. I really like this house wall. That's looks like a details, but then if you want to raid, you have to go all around. If you make a castle there, the castle cover absolutely all the top. That's actually a really good wall. Maybe a wall coming from this forest could have been better, like a stone wall into a castle there, and you have a stone wall like this. So units are forced running underhill under the castle. Selim just clicked imp, and he will probably go for chemistry. Probably he will go for his own castle there, something like that. Then gonna try to go for chemistry into heavy camel composition. Be the normal comp for Hindu. What are the upgrades on the Monaspas? +1 defense and not even bloodline actually. So Monaspas can definitely compete versus +1/+1 bloodline Hindustanis. That's for sure. For now I cannot fight. But he's taking some relics. 2 relics already for King Stefan. The third one on the way. No. Red took the third one? Yes, red to the... So red should have 3 relics versus 2 in another way. Looks like a rough one for Stephen King. That's not gonna be an easy game for Stephen King at the end of the day. Range being prepared for Selim. Probably university is there yet. Is there too already. They will be able to make a fast chemistry, and it's gonna be the classic camel chemistry. Oh, wait. Wait. This conversion were fast. That was really fast. This was pretty fast, I would say. Okay, Selim going for a conservative castle. He realized that he couldn't go for an aggressive one with all the Monaspas that were on the field. But yeah, now Camel. We're gonna need to add the stable for the cavalry upgrade, and we're gonna go into some spear, I would say. You will probably add a lot of barrack. Be able to go for the Halberdiers Monaspa combo, but the problem with this combo, it can work. It's probably better than Camel and Cannoneer, only if you are able to flood the battleground non-stop. Like you need to have Halberdiers and cavalry just flooding non-stop. So the DPS from the hand cannoneer is not enough to kill all the halberdiers. And then why do you need Monaspa in this composition? So Monaspa tank some bullet from the hand cannoneers. At the end of the day, your halberdier will kill the camel faster than the hand cannoneers will kill the Monaspa. That's the idea of this comp. Okay, no, that's not Gonji. That's definitely doubt. You gotta take this fight out. Doubt wall. Doubt. That's no, that has to be doubt, guys. I'm sorry, that's doubt. Like, who's not winning this? Who is not winning this? Like, only doubt not winning this, and then this castle won't go up, and then this castle will go up, and then he will bait all the army and kill everything. Okay, let's focus. Did players choose their name by themselves? No, because Stefan historically is the common and famous Serbian name. Doubt confirmed. No, they cannot choose their name. It's random. I do believe the name is drawn random, that's for sure. So players cannot choose their name. They cannot. Actually, after this fight bought a lot of time for King Stefan actually, because if this castle doesn't go up, then Selim can push little by little, and he's in a good position. But now, I mean, when Halberdiers is up, he has 50 on food almost. we doesn't have the unique tech yet for... We doesn't have Shatagani for Hindus yet. And we doesn't have at all any... We doesn't have any defense upgrade. We only have the +1 for the camel as well. So... Actually, Stephen King is probably in a decent position. Considering how bad was the early game, he's clearly in a decent position. He will be able to repair this castle. Keep in mind that the castle on the hill for Georgian is like the Tatar bonus but reversed. So when Georgians building around castle on a hill, sorry, they received even less damage than what they should. Then they also, when they repair, the repair cost is reduced for the Georgians. So this castle won't go down before a long time. And that's then maybe good, because then it will give more time for King Stephen to go for his final composition. And look at this. That's the problem, right? King Stephen will wait with his Monaspa, Selim will follow with his camel, but then, if the Alberdies are in the same spot, then Selim the Green needs to take awful fight. And this type of fight won't be really good for Selim the Green, because this spear will destroy the camel. And then, oh, what a good army management by King Stephen. Look at this. He managed to split the camel and the hand cannon. It's gonna be a disaster for Selim, actually. Selim getting surrounded from everywhere. And if we lose the hand cannoneer's marks, that's like arbalists. Hand cannoneer without at least 20 hand cannoneer is not that important, but we do have Imperial Camel Rider kicking in. And that's gonna be... They're gonna shred. They're gonna shred Elite Monaspas. So King Stephen gonna need a lot of Alberdies to deal with that. Actually, Selim is doing more and more in Cannoneers. He needs more, and he's going into Pike. And then it's gonna be Imperial Camel, Pikeman, and Cannoneer versus Elite Monaspas Alb. What do you prefer, guys? Which combo do you prefer? Do you prefer Hindu or do you prefer Georgians? I think I prefer the Georgians combo. Especially that Doubt has a lot of control over the middle, and the extra minerals are all on the middle. So Dart should be able to have, on the long run, more resources than his opponent. 3 relics though for Selim. And we didn't manage to grab this gold for yet. That's still a super close game. Grand Trunk Road will give more gold for Selim. The gold income will be faster from every sources of income. From the mine, from the relics as well. Yeah, there is not too much Cannoneer, but you don't need too much Cannoneer actually. Like 15, 20 is enough. It's not like Arbalest. Like a Cannoneer alone does 17 damage. Okay, the fight is being cooked, and Stephen King... Oh, the camel will destroy the Monaspas, but Monaspas are OP, guys. Keep in mind that 14 plus 8, because when a Monaspa is next to another Monaspa, they are buffing each other. Looks like Selim is taking this. Oh, that's a very close one. But at the end of the day now, if King Stephen can flood the battleground, as I said, King Stephen will win, because... Oh, poor guy. Killed by a treb. Yes, 2 kills! This guy may... Okay, he needs to shoot on the end cannon. Okay. Bombard cannon is on the field now. Bomber cannon was on the field. This treb, don't tell me that's this guy. No, that's not this guy. That's him. That is the hero of the nation. No +3 on the Albiet for King Stephen. Stephen needs a bit more upgrade again to have a full army composition. But the thing is, he has a castle. As long as Selim the Grim doesn't have some siege to push the castle, it's not a disaster for King Stephen to lose the fight, right? Doesn't need to win the fight. If Selim had like 4 BBCs or 4 traps pushing, that's different. But now, Stephen King losing a fight, not the best, right? But it's not a disaster because nothing is pushing. So he has time to remass behind, to remake his army, and he has time to build a new army, right? But yeah, Hindustani's late game is really insane. Like, this composition is really scary. Selim needs 4 traps behind. Yeah, exactly. Not sure playing super safe is actually as safe as it seems at first place. I remember him playing super safe versus MBL in Admiral Refine and he lost that set in the reverse. Yeah. Era, I don't know if Era could be Suman Guru. I think Era nowadays is not playing as defensive as it was in the last event. One, two, three, 4 castles for Stephen King. Only the third one is being built for Selim. And looks like this castle is a goner actually. Oh, yeah. Castle is falling. Can rebuild another one though. Maybe he should have sent more vills because this castle was actually crucial. It was on a hill, super hard to kill. So I think that would have been good for Stephen King to hold this castle a bit longer. We are missing some alb production. We don't have any alb on the field actually. Like he really needs more halberdiers to be able to face on the camel. But look at this. Selim the Grim is out of gold. Selim is out of gold, guys. There is only 5k gold left on the map. And most of this gold is on the middle and on Stephen King's side. So this gold will be is crucial for both players. Players that are able to take this gold might be in a really good position. Oh, that's not the best fight for Selim. He's easily like... Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of numbers and he's fighting under the castle. That was a disaster fight actually for Selim. Keep in mind that Georgian's cavalry is healing up. 23, 24. So if you don't kill this army, she's gonna be like full life in 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, that's a good castle from Selim. He knows that he needs to secure this gold. But actually that it is a lot of Monaspas. That is a lot of Monaspas and the siege is being sniped. King Stephen is sniping the siege. King Stephen is using the heal as well. Hola. Oh, I don't think that's a good fight for Selim. It could be a disaster for Selim. Because now the Alps are killing all the camo. Let's see how it's going. That's a lot of fun cannoneers though. That's a lot of DPS behind the front line. And we can see that Selim is now macroing his end cannoneer well because he's just hit and run. He just hit and run with them. Like it's impossible for King Stephen to even touch an end cannoneer. Yeah, looks like Selim the Ring is holding this position. He will be able to finish his castle. And soon, Stephen King won't have any gold left. Maybe he could try to sneak some kills on this one. Not anymore. But yeah. Should be selling the Grimm's games, I guess. Now it looks rough for Stefan. Do Hindustanis get Alb? No, not anymore. They used to, but like more than 1 year ago, they removed the Albardiers for Hindu. And I think that was a good nerf because before they were super OP. Before they could go like Alb and Cannoneer combo and it was insanely good. Now at least they are supposed to die to EV Cavalry Albs. They are supposed to, and the combo still is really good. Nice raid from Selim actually. Yeah, I think King Stephen cannot hold anymore. Still, King Stephen definitely cannot hold anymore. Hoardings even now. So which means that if Stephen King managed to kill this, which is gonna be complicated, he will need a lot of time to push the castle, which means Selim will have time to eat all the gold. That should be good for Selim. Selim does have 3 relics too. Relics with Grand Trunk Road, so it's relics that will produce more gold. And now, yeah, Selim is just jumping under the castle. Selim playing well on this one. Selim playing really well. Played really well. He took an advantage early on in the game there and knew how to keep it, not to lose it, and just going for his late game snowball army composition. And Stephen King cannot do anything versus this stats. The 2-3 for Stephen King and Selim winning this game, guys. Selim winning this game. That's the hold up of the Gougous. The Gougous economy collapsing actually. Selim 27%. Cook Badger with 2k Gougous going for more than the triple. He will triple his bet actually. Let me get Selim goes. Yeah, that was a really good game. That was a really cool game actually. Really, really cool game. King Stefan. Almost, I thought he was almost coming back at one point. But but Selim just disarmy composition, right? Just insanely good. I like the Pike addition because Pike will damage nicely the Monaspas. And actually, Pike versus Alb, that's a fight that never ends. Like both of the unit just don't damage the other, so it's like a good mid shield. You don't think about it, but that's a good mid shield. That was a nice one by Selim. Do we have the next game? Game 6 will be evacuation. Ooh, guys, remember that. Oh, Viper sending me. Wait a second. Uh, oh, okay. Nothing special. Nothing special. Okay, game 6. I am waiting for the wreck, guys. Hey, everyone. Hey, hey, hey. I will make the next bet when the game will start. Evacuation. Keep in mind that GL players, guys. Not GL players. Keep in mind that we saw someone that could be actually could be doubt, could be we saw a cooker. I'm gonna say it like that. We saw a cooker going for Goff in evacuation. The question is, are we gonna see once again a cooker in evacuation going for Goff? Do you think it's gonna be Goff or not? I think it will be Goff actually. Okay, game 6. Goff Dravidians. Ooh. That's not an easy one for Dravidians though. Because the thing is, yesterday, Goff was facing Georgians. And Goff matchup is pretty good versus Georgians in late game. The thing is, in this one, the late game matchup is so much in favor of Dravidians, right? So not only Goff will need to go crazy on this early game, but they will also need to close the game kind of fast if they want to win this one. So Stephen King will need to play very well because, in my opinion, Dravidians might be the meta pick on this map. And the late game win condition is for Dravidians because of the army composition. Like Dravidians, if you don't know about it, guys, Dravidian does have an insane infantry. And it's gonna destroy like anything that Stephen King can do, basically. Like Alp's gonna destroy any cavalry, Champion's gonna hit any Huskars or infantry from the Gulf. And if Goff wants to go into some hand cannoneers, you have like one of the best skirm line when you are Dravidian. So should be. Oh, Gougous, sorry. Sorry guys, sorry. Sorry. I know you are addict, calm down. I'm making the prediction. Who win? Is it the king or is it the Selim? Okay, the Ville is going. Like yesterday, the Ville is coming, sorry. Yesterday, we managed, like the Golf player managed to like kill a Ville, force Loom, and deny a bit the dock as well. So that was an insane good start for the Golf player yesterday. And it still wasn't enough. I mean, we were into a crazy game. It was a crazy game. Wood game, so yeah. I think Kick Stefan is trying maybe to deny the dock. He's like waiting for the Ville, maybe? Waiting for the dog Ville at least? Are we docking for Selim even? Are we naive? Are we gonna send the Ville behind? Or are we gonna say maybe there? Oh, actually, what? Actually, there is no deep fish here. Okay, so you just cannot I never realized that there is no deep fish in the little river. Only in the sea. Like it's not like the color is like pretty clear, which means it's not deep. And Selim is just not docking. Oh no, he's making loom to send a veil dock. And look at look at Stephen King, guys. Look at him. He wants to spot the veil. He wants to spot him. Will Selim send two? Selim didn't dock yet. I'm surprised. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very surprised by that. And he didn't dock. And at one point, Stephen King will be like, "Oh, I probably missed the veils, right? I probably missed him." And Selim is just what? Docked? I missed the info. Oh, he docked there. My bad. What a sneaky guy. That was well played by Selim, right? He knew the veil was at the top of his base, so he went somewhere he knew no one was waiting for him. But that was well played. Okay, we're gonna try to kill a veil for Stephen King. He's committing on one, but there is loom, so it shouldn't be that easy. Yeah, he will just go back. He was just a bit annoying. And the veil still roaming around, trying to find a kill, maybe. Palisade there? What does he want to do? Maybe he wants to wall the gold mine? There is 2 gold mine and 2 stones, so if he walls one, he needs to wall the other. He will go and land the food from Selim. We saw this yesterday as well. And Selim is just sending extra veils and will find the lady. The evil lady on the way. Okay. I'm not sure Selim spotted her. He could, but was he focusing on that? Red new blue strat? I think, guys. No, let's be honest. You don't need to know the strat. Like if you're playing versus Goth on this map, you need to expect something. Like you know that at this level, Goth player won't just go like standard strategy. Like as I said, at this level, you need to play into your Civ strength. If you just play like normal, you will just die because your opponent will have bonuses and you won't. So Stephen King, no. Like Selim knew that something was coming, but this barrack, it's exactly the same strategy than yesterday. Exactly the same. Like exactly. It's pixel perfect the same. Tries to lame, goes to lame the deers, go back and makes melee. Oh. That's not doubt. That's Jordan. I think King Stefan is Jordan. Is it Jordan or is it Viper? Do you want to lure him into your barracks? I'm not sure you can kill that. Okay. Tell him instantly fast falling everything. Make sure he doesn't die. And actually, not Meltam is not clicked, but the militias are in. And this guy should die. If we can maybe micro properly for Stefan. Fortunately not. And it's not your houses, Selim. Or what? It just overchopped. It just overchopped and it could live thanks to that. What? Like, that was so lucky. It never happened to me, this type of thing. Like, look. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop. And he can live. Like, I mean, that was lucky. That was really lucky by Selim, because otherwise, if his villas are stuck there, he need either he lost them, either he needs to delete the lumber camp. Both cases, that's a disaster. Okay, underwater, what's happening? The meanwhile, King Stefan, 2 fish, 1 dock, sending his fish, while Selim the Grim, thanks to the wood bonus of the Dravidians, should be able to afford more. And he's going for the second dock. He should win water on the long run. Oh, this... Oh, actually, Selim spotting that is huge. Because he will go for a tower, and he's fine then. Nice quick wall from King Stefan. Yeah, spotting that is huge, because if Stefan managed to like mass 3 or 4 archers with fletching, it can be a disaster for the Selim the Greenwood line, right? This was... I don't know if it was lucky, maybe a bit lucky, but also great map awareness. Like he was like, wait, I know there is a villain in my base, where is she? What is she doing? That's what Selim had in mind, right? And then because he knew a villain was somewhere, he looks for it. And you can only find something if you are looking for something, right? So that was well played by Selim. Well played by Selim. For now, King Stefan adding a second dock as well. Resources-wise, more resources collected for Selim. With the wood bonus, that makes sense. From Dravidians. And looks pretty... Yeah, it's exactly the same strategy. Like, exactly. And it's not like the same idea. It's really the same strategy, step by step. It's exactly the same step by step. So I would say these guys are practice partners. For sure. What if... Okay, crazy cooking time in my head. Crazy cooking time. Crazy cooking time. Stay humble in the hill. What if... Stefan King is playing right now versus Mr. Yo. Mr. Yo is Selim the Green. Stefan King is ACCM. And ACCM was practicing this strategy with Sito. And Sito was playing versus Tato as Gregory. Guys, Sito and ACCM are both MYP. MYY. They are both from My Insanity. Guys, that's a disaster. Actually, Selim getting destroyed. Selim getting destroyed in this one. What if we are watching ACCM beating Mr. Yo right now? You burned the mill? What? I said no stay humble time. My theory is this one. And then, because ACCM and Mysterio are both from Asia... Ah no, my theory don't work with the ping. Actually, this game is crazy. It's going full meta terms, it's going super wild. Or King Stefan is Sito playing versus... Oh, what's happening? Oh no? Oh no! Oh, that's a disaster actually for Selim. Selim is losing everything there. He won on water, yes, but even the boars is against Selim. The boars has 1 kill. The boars has a kill. But Adidas bro has a kill. Oh, so many views are low HP. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. If a Melatam is... Okay, they are low HP. This guy is low HP as well. It was a disaster for Selim actually. How Selim can be top score? Because of the water, I guess? Okay, maybe Selim can come back thanks to the water, but the Vils... Look at the Vils difference, guys. 27 versus 44 in the feudal age. 20 Vil difference almost in feudal. Thanks Selim as some fish, but But wow, actually, this is all food economy Selim has right now. King Stefan.
Hey, sir.
It means he's attacking somewhere. He's busy. He- What is this slumber camp? What? It's 2 tiles away. Nice wall though. Second archery range for King Stefan. King Stefan is not making new Menatam because... Okay, maybe King Stefan actually should go full Menatarms in Castle Age and on this part of the island. I can't see that working. He needs to go up and then he goes full Menatarm on this side of the island and just go for the kill. Because you're gonna be like, no, it's not a good strategy because it's not safe enough. At this level, you want to go safe. You got to go for like strategy that can work, not too crazy. But when you are Goth versus Dravidians, if you go late game, you're dead. You're dead. So you need to go for something aggressive. And King Stefan does have 50. King Stefan does have 50. Guys, I will tell you, my MYI Cito ACCM theory is dead if there is a third player going for the Goth strategy. If there is a third player going for it, my strategy is my theory is dead. But if there is only 2 players going for it, oh boy, maybe I'm cooking something crazy. Maybe I'm a crazy cooker. It's only 2 players going for it. Because I mean, if you are in GL, doubt build this strategy. It will at least share it with like at least Jordan and Tato, or at least Tato and Viper. And Jordan is not part of GL anymore, but you probably train with them a bit still. Or could be doubt only saying it to Jordan because he's not in GL anymore. So he know that Jordan won't repeat it to someone else. Yeah, Sebastian Fox. Could be. Could be. But I don't know. They didn't play like a Fox player before. Their ban is not too Fox. Their ban doesn't look like Fox too, so I don't know. Actually, both have the similar attack. Selim's going for men at arms. Selim, I really think Goff should go for men at arms as well. I really think he should. He should really go for EV men at arms production and go for an all-in. Or Knight, but men at arms should be better. He's going for Knight, okay. Knight is the safer choice, I would say. But men at arms looks way more cool though. What if if 2 couples of players discover the same strat? That's the problem for us. That's the problem for us. Same, what if 1 player discover the strat? And then a couple discovered too the same. Like, it's a problem. I think what should do King Stefan now, what should be cool, is to redock, go for the fire upgrade, and go to snipe all these fish. If he managed to snipe all this, it's like 8 vills dead. And when you look at Selim the Grim economy, it's all about having this food boost, and farm economy is really weak. But he's going for pikeman. That's why I think going for the Goth Menatarm were a better idea. Because Goth Menatarm, he could have massed them a bit in Feudal Age, so he would already have like 6 of them potentially. Plus, in Castle Age, Dravidian's Menatarm are not as good as Goth Menatarm. Because Goth Menatarm are cheaper, are just cheaper. While in Imp, you have this unique tech that makes Dravidian's Menatarm so insane. I really think that was a better call for King Stefan. The mobility will be good, but maybe double barracks here or there. Like forward, double barracks forward with a monastery in defense was maybe a crazy call, but I think was a good one. King Stefan going back on water too. He needs to go for the water upgrade though. if you go for the water upgrade, you can just ignore the fire and just go to snipe the fish. You just ignore, you just don't fight. You don't fight to win the water, you fight to snipe the fish. That's the goal of Stefan right now. Oh, quick wall, nice quick wall from Selim. Nice quick wall from Selim actually. Stefan fighting well for now with his sieves, and look at the economy he is ahead. He has 2 town center. What is this town center actually? Like, oh, there is this army. Okay, this army, he knows this army is around. Okay, makes sense then. Makes sense. He doesn't want to take a too big of a risk. Makes sense. But maybe sending one knight, you clear this, and then you can go for this TC was the play, right? But well, maybe it's too much like the aggression and didn't realize that the knight was enough, and there is spike everywhere. Maybe there is a pike in the group and it's harder to clean, so yeah. It doesn't have the global view that we have, guys. So kinda makes sense. It kinda makes sense. Longer this goes, a more interest rate in the Googles. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I am the twat that created the money. I am not the one like managing it. You are the one, guys, managing the money. Actually, that was a big mistake in my opinion, that King Stefan wasted a lot of his ship fighting versus the ship of Selim. He should just like do that exactly, like just ignore the fight, just go for the fish, basically. That's the idea. He doesn't want to fight, he just wants to make sure Selim the Grim doesn't have a good economy to come back. Actually, just passing, no problem. And he will goes into the nice little fish and should be able to kill them all. In the meanwhile, he's trying to raid with the knights. Did we kill something with the knight? Did we kill 1 eco there? 0. So we picked 1 or 2 evils around, but not too much. I really like how Selim is just waiting there. I think King Stefan needs to send a monk. A monk or some knights and heal them back. Because that's what King Stefan needs. That's well played by him. Really well played by King Stefan. Selim trying to save his fish, but it won't be enough. Really well played by King Stefan. Now look at the economy difference now. The economy difference now is huge because of that. The economy difference is massive. Really massive. That's massive now. And I think Stefan King is looking good in his set, guys. He should be able to win it. If I lose my Gugus, I blame Margougou. Who did you bet? Oh, you bet the Selim. Shit. I mean, even if okay, you still have this hope. It's not easy to finish the game when you are like Goff, because you doesn't have like. Actually you can finish the game. But I would say like you doesn't have like very good knights or something like you can just like spam and kill. But you can have this hope of. I am Dravidians in late game. I destroy Goff, right? So you can still hope for Selim holding long enough for his sieve to win this matchup, for Dravidians to win. I'm not gonna lie, 0 on goal, 17 on food versus 27. That's not looking too good for you, Mr. Resboo. I think Resboo, you are broke after this bet. National Bank of Margougou. Actually, yeah, actually, I really think channel points are underused by many of streamers. Like, there is a lot of potential with channel points to like reward people that like to spend time on the stream, and like I can propose some little reward that don't cost me too much or cost me a bit sometimes, but not a lot usually, and it doesn't cost you anything. Like, you're having fun being like, I want to bet this much to this guy, and that's cool. Like, and yeah, now the Huskar are insane. You need to know, guys, that Huskar in Castle Age are trading pretty well versus Men at Arms. Like, look at the difference. It's like 10 plus 1, 1 armor, 0 armor, and 6 plus 1, 2 armor. Having 1 armor extra versus 4 damage extra. Actually, Huskar is better than Men at Arms. What's the HP of a Men at Arms? 45 versus 60. Actually, a Yuskal destroyed a Melatarm in the Castle Age, guys. It destroyed him. So that's looking bad for Mr. Selim. Thank you so much, Glawar, for the Prime. Thank you a lot for the Prime, man. Thank you for the support. And yeah, guys, I think if you are not sub, you can farm like up to 300 Gugus an hour or every 30 minutes. And if you are sub, it goes up to 600. And then you have this type of thing. Like if you watch many stream in a row, like you get more Gugus. Like you have a lot of way to winning Gugus. And the best still the best to earn Gugus still to steal some from your neighbor in the bettings game. Nice castle actually. And with this castle, it means that Selim will be able to make some. What's the name of this unit yet? I don't remember. What's the name of this unit? I for some reason I forgot. The Urumi Swordman. Thank you so much. Castle drop on the bottom. Yeah, that's a costly one. That's an annoying one, but as King Stefan is up, he will be able to drop 25 on stone. By the way, he's gonna drop his own castle. He will be able to trap this down while raiding with his unit. So it should be good. Like I think Stefan King does have this set in the pocket, guy. I think we know a new name for the quarterfinal is gonna be Stephen King versus the winner of the next set. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, just spamming use cards while he's up. Yeah, that's looking really good for Stephen King. The question is, who was Selim? The easy guess is Stefan was Doubt or Jordan, and Selim was ACCM. That's the easy guess. But take in consideration that you need to stay humble, guys, and try to ask yourself some more questions. Like, maybe we can have something crazy behind this. Like maybe it's not the GL that cooked this. Yeah, looking wait. If it's okay, if ACCM is Selim the Grim, he won't resign before a long time in this one. Even if she's absolutely dead. Why? Because if he loses this, he's out. He has the better sim. And he has a decent eco. So I think he won't resign, that's for sure. I think the way of making sure this game is won for King Stefan is to go into chemistry fast. If you go chemistry and makes like... I think the right play is chemistry and you go for 3 range unit, 3 range military building. And then in the Castle Age, Selim cannot stop you. It's impossible that he stop you. He's going for anarchy, so he will make some use card out of the barracks actually. But he has to be careful because 8 plus 13 for a Urumi Swordsman is insane actually. I think going only infantry for King Stefan is a big mistake. I think when you are ahead, going for a combo is the good choice because then your opponents don't have time to make a combo himself. And he will choose the unit that is the best versus your combo, but won't have the best. But it won't be the best army composition, right? Like for example, if you go only Huskars, for 2 minutes 30, maybe Selim can just spam Urumi and hold. While if you are going chemistry right away, 3 ranged military building, then Selim cannot go only for Urumi Swordsman. You need to go Urumi plus Skirm. And suddenly that's way harder to hold. But yeah, the economy for Selim the Green is getting raided a bit everywhere. He's gonna lose 2 relics as well, so it's gonna be 3 relics for King Stefan versus 2. Oh no, there is more than 4 relics actually on this map. The nice corner, I forgot about them. That sexy corner. He's losing the forward position, he will lose his main island as well. Selim gonna be stuck in his little corner. But as long as Stefan is always only going for Huskar, don't get me wrong, Selim is still in a no-fault position, don't get me wrong. But as long as we are not going into chemistry or into a combo, maybe there is a chance Selim can hold and maybe win this with Uromi Skirm. Uromi Elite Skirm can maybe win this. Because actually going Huskarl versus Uromi Swordsman is a nonsense. I say it like that. It's a nonsense. It's really a nonsense, guys. I don't want to be this guy. Like, maybe he's thinking he has enough echo lead, but let's say maybe he thinks he has enough echo lead to kill him, but that can be a big mistake. That can be a big mistake. I think Dravidians have nothing going for them here. Or Elite Uromi Swordsman. I think Elite Uromi Swordsman can hold. That's the only unit. If King Stefan was going for chemistry earlier, no way Urumi can hold this. No way. Like, just imagine there's like 10 Cannoneer there. Urumi won't do anything. And then that's over. Now, well, Selim's still dead. But maybe Elite Urumi can make him survive. But that's ACCM, guys. That's ACCM done there. My bad. That's ACCM for sure. No way it's not ACCM. But then, maybe Gregory was Sito. What do you think of this theory, guys? Maybe Gregory was Sito. We need to check Gregory draft to either eliminate this theory from my mind, either confirm it. Either make it possible, but yeah, this game is over. 77 vills, 141. The starting base from Selim has been nuked. The relic's gonna go in Go's favor. It's gonna 2 relics, 3 relics on the top, 3 relics on the bottom. It's gonna be like 6 relics versus 1. It should be over. ICCM is known to train with everyone. For HiddenCup too? Do you think for HiddenCup they train with everyone? And the GG is called. Selim is out of the tournament. T90 is in shambles. T90 is crying on his chair, but Selim is out. That's sad. Selim out round 1. Bye bye Gugus. Wait, what were the odds? Don't tell me it's a new hold up. Actually, Dravidian's Golf? No, it's not too much an hold up. People believed into the king. Why it was Golf versus Dravidian, actually. That was a nice game.